CareFinder is a real estate company that focuses on property development within the Gambia. We pride ourselves with providing not just quality and durable houses, but also state-of-the-art designs tailored to our clients' tastes and expectations. Our unique experience and expertise is second to none in the industry. We are currently building and selling 3-bedroom bungalows at Sukuta Traffic Lights and Jabang. We're also building and selling 3-bedroom story buildings at Sukuta Paradise. Other sites are also in the pipeline. With CareFinder, payment options are available. With just 40% deposit, you can get your house started. For more information, contact us on 329-5188, 727-0049, 709-8418. You can also check us out on Facebook and Instagram at CareFinder. With CareFinder, you are assured of a secure investment.
EPS Gambia lemu EPS Katung EPS is 100% Gambian.
Bari nyati mwete kufuri mbala kentala di. Ke nyati mbondari taba futu wola. At least iti ya fonte ko EPS min kullo balbiji. Imo fon fonya fon ka fonyo ko ibinado ibodo ko EPS jam fane mo fana fonya nyati mbo. Yo min fo yenda sija. Ndanga moyro ko EPS wallet isa kodo kino. Min tata fo wuli muan ime charge fenna wala nta sindi jam.
Ako. Nyati mbo. Nko ko kabo transuto. Kataola fo wuli muan ite fenne dola. Womu zero file between kabo was 20,000 la kasele sal eke tamuna eke charge me from abuka fensi wait 1% na malamati
wota yara gamen no benyanta wulla kana EPS wol tele mobile ko ka kodo ki ibadi ngol
ya jele ni EPS kabrin nan credit ko to bari min kum mayata bet wala fa mo kas pawat ni suto be during suto be dibiding abe tema biti kol sonda ila EPS mobile lo sika ni asika don ya safe da men ko fen ko atondi nawek ha ni oto je nyamen don tachi ama ni ama don abanta ila crash power isa hawasima ajibe free joriti je
oto mbade ngameno albe sito wulle fisiyata alnaleta EPS wallet yela la mobile ko EPS wallet nyaata doro barin kodo nim fata do so kon to
dañu be fo no le mol ñala jam nim fata do so kon ba fo le
basi ti jembita ndori gi sajede kadu sa EPS 100% namuti
EPS 100%
EPS
Gambia 100%.
Looking for the perfect home away from home in the Gambia? Welcome to BC's Residence, your ideal short-stay apartment in the heart of Bundung. Whether you're visiting for business, pleasure, or an extended stay, BC's Residence offers you the comfort, convenience, and privacy you deserve. Enjoy spacious, well-appointed accommodations in a peaceful neighborhood just behind Nusrat High School. Our residence combines modern amenities with authentic Gambian hospitality, ensuring your stay is both comfortable and memorable. At BC's Residence, you are not just booking a room, you're finding your perfect base to explore all that the Gambia has to offer. Ready to book your stay? Contact us today. +220 941414 bcsresidence@gmail.com. BC's Residence, Bundung, behind Nusrat High School. Your comfort is our priority.
assalamu alaikum baringolu ngali kontong ngali bismillah fon ferendi yalon ko be kerfatu jube kan yen tembenna ngal tentu baba bake ngal jayi mba fala mobe juma mubarak fon ferendi yalon ko be la wato ta kan dron kanyim programme o jube alla di grand bantaba programme o multare nan koreke be yalon ko akanale dron arjuma ninyi wato sita mbe mobe tentu la bake mbe jeyla men yalon ko wolle be la wato ta kan kanyim programme o ka jube nyin tembenna ni ngatara iba jube kan science tenting mba fale dron ise style key ka fale fanan altenteng ka style key ni ngatara fanan ika jube na YouTube channel olto isita je dron ye subscription mo free of charge lati bawo nga fengol fintindi na YouTube oro wol buka findi Facebook oro woto mba fala mo be dron alta YouTube ale subscribe je alla di grand bantaba programme ole mursale na mialonko akanali arjuma ninyi wato sita ninnata nga kul kaja membe dending bankola kola barin nga luntan fanan soto mi alonko naka kul kaja membe dending bankola ko fo politiko lembang fo fu ko tan lembang nga ku jamalu kaja bunda fula men ya lon ko wolle nyim programme sembentu yandi ka fasa wole mo EPS anin care findati EPS itol keda bundati mi ya lon ko kodi kiyo anin kata e kamamma wole fannala nanata kodi kiyo la ela ko lanno warta sika mantere la koto Gambia banko kanjang ni be sirin Gambia bantala ise kodo kino ibadi ngol jang banko tonkon nano bela ni furata je drong ibe kodo iba tala ani nyala mi alon ko abe kallanke ala andu ite kolya ko sotla je inin ku kuto natale mi alon ko fang e ka fay rifa an wala mu nyinti ko ni nga tere ibe bantala banko kan ise kodo kino ibadi ngol ye jang andum fang ise men kino fang wala mu minimum wili saba ni kaki ise chance no fang ka kodo gagner membita kanya na wili killing kemelulu ino ku kuto nata bari apo fanan be bulu mi alon ko mo be nyanta ni apo sotla ila bulu kono telephone kono le wala mu APS wallet apo nyinti ni apo ka fenjamale ke adaba kono ise su sino fang fo suto dutela ila cash power e bank ise ni apo use no pour ka cash power sang free of charge ite kanina fenna bara manda woto ni be deto kono credit ko mantre bulu ise ni apo use no ka credit ko sang APS e kanyul bekele Gambia banko kanjang nyato demanding albela nombal jala screen o dumale adaba kono bunda mi alon ko e kanyum programme sembentu yandi ka fasa wala mu care findati nanata kordalo anin korda wafola Gambia banko kanjang mosafo nyontan wala muti ifana nako sika mantaraje ila ko lanno warta ni nga tara ken ngole be bulu ilafta kalu ni frate ma drong itlafta ay pare wato menna iba la korda iba lola waronte be la keno lola ani wati la mialon ko ite fon be lafila wala abe tariala andum fang ite tarde man sot laje madani nga tara fanan ilafta korda lori mbandi ngolla e senyul kanyul bekele Gambia banko kanjang ila office be janne nal futate ma drong albe jalale andum fang albe ni anibe nyomoyla Allah hajo be jarala mbe fanan tentula bake mbe jala nyato bandi drong albe fanan na nomba jala screen o dumale kerfanda mba fule ya barka baba bake tumala mena iye bulo dun di grand bantaba programme koto mursale nan koteke arjuma lungola bi nene welcome back.
Thank you so much, Sidi. Baraka Bake, contente sewota pour Cameroun Nanjang. Di jaajëfal ñëpp ñu ñuy seetaan di njëkk a nuyu ñi nga xam ne ñoom laa nekkal fii si studio bi njëkkee ko ci yow Sidi Lamine Mané di la jaajëfal bi konton na oncle fanang Dr. Abdoulaye Bojang bu fanam konton na luntam ba fanam membe nying studio fanam ba kontan na andung baba to la fo ite ya introduce ni mole parce que luntam ba hello ika emphasize le you know yes. You don't only say one or two, you say several. Luntam ba lim luntam kumaring kumayata bake andung atuma mabo banku doko wala Gambia la ko wala you know san pour nyatota you know ni fengol membe bete yala molkan ni adunde dorong yina samba ko fola bari di wax ñi ñuy sétane yek ak fancy your queen is back right for another episode a grand one another grand show another grand guest and I'm excited looking forward to a very you know engaging conversation discussions and just sit tight relax. I'm here for you.
Thank you so
much.
And
I'll give it to you as you always get it.
Thank you.
But you know what? I want to tell my viewers, contact me later. My smile is different, right? My smile is different. Crystal clear, sparkling white smile. I'll tell you guys the secret. Link me up on my TikTok or on my Facebook, on my WhatsApp. I'll tell you the secret later. I'm not going to say it here.
Thank you. Mr. Mane, welcome back.
Barka bake Sidia puruka muruna jambi fana kontanta bake be nimil be panel siaka mi muneneti mba kontanta bake ngalo fa motala janne bar ko MC afo nyami ndore ka nyofalina pro ate fana kodol fana kenena fana nana ta fana so kodol fana mbe Abdoulaye fana docteur mba kontanta bake ate ko ngamra nawo nanate ka be janne no contribution of fana ka beta bake andu viol fana yo confirm barna botolo fanan luntamba yabe fe jang minket Madi ting mole miyalon ko commune ne afo nyama to mannu banku do kola andum akadiamu watu lele miyalon ko ay sulata pour mole diamu ka tar mol nyato watu le fanam so woto mole miyalon ko nga jamu baka ala do kol ko nabe minna nga tentu baka fana be do kol min mballe jibir lal fanan tentu la min yalon ko be banko kanja ani mil yalon ko be banko la banta fanan ika kata ko min ke ka kerfatu jibe ani ka stal mil fanan kiyale abarka bak
kon dano le ngamona jambi fana ko tek melun damba and great panel as usual when sister Kontona sis Nene and of course CD Famo and of course the rising star of the Grand Bantaba, you know, and viewers, you know, na Monyol Meltija, you know, Mbe Kontona, you know, and of course, top to bottom, Kefatu, bottom to top, Mbe Dwala Bankoe, and Inyaton Koli, and Molbe, Alama Kago Siala, you know, and we are saying thank you to the fans, the viewers, and everybody, you know, especially the UDP. Why I'm saying that is, I'm not in the same party with them, but they are very good brothers who will always correct me, call and say, okay, we think this is that, you know. They know themselves. And not only UDP, that I enjoy, I believe all most of us enjoy that from all political parties. You know, I want to thank them. It has not been once, it has not been twice. You know, they've been reaching out from a moral perspective. Not that they want me to go to UDP per se, as in that's what they're telling me, but they always reach out as family. And the biggest one, or the key amongst them, is my sister. You know, I think she is going to be my mother. I lost my mother. Nene is just a great person, you know. Yes, and yeah, thanks. You know.
Mame S Mangati mi alonko police commissioner le mati andu makama bala babulu banko kanjang ngajele ala ko chocho warta bake ya tumi corruption la même tapale yani jenko ni nakaroti Gambia banko kanjang a chocho warta bake mba ko kacala le molbe mune fakan ala kuro mba ko kacala Gambia banko kanjande ngajele fana lokon tambilala même UMCT Unite Movement for Change ifana ye town hall meeting basoto meeting onying akata fenti mi alonko hadama dingol fintitale pour que meeting onyim mabe munul lo fotaje ila nyaton ko memu Talib Ahmed Ben Sudati jama kaje wala nyama aketa moti mi alonko afana ndia mota nyim meeting oto aitan direke ako nyim movemento anist fembo membe vulkan na tenten tajani ba fala October 2026 UMC be kela biggest political party oti Gambia banko kanjang kuma ko bota bulu ayofo ngajele fanan mi alonko wolemu United Democratic Party memu UDP ila Alpha ba memu Yankuba Daboti atelem sirantioti West Coast region ila chairmano atelem afana ndiya mutale ay kumandirke ay tendirke ko UDP i paretale pour kaje ko ye kachake nanata coalition wala fannala bari abe kumandir fanan kekan ay lo la bambandi ka kumandirke parti ring kote wala pour nanan kafu ye UDP sembentu yandi ke fasa nyin coalition mi alon ko akachabe kering bara bambandi fanan ko ni bidabe duna coalition kono ito leba nyaton kayala ay nyi fanan itandi kacha kono statement o kono e diamo kono ko abe commander kala parti ringol fanana pour ka je ko membe dending ate nyim minister palasol waranto parliamentary positions ba jalale ko ifana ye ni soto nyum dulato akko chocho warta baki gambia banko kanjang nyul fana mo kulati mialon ko mba kacalale ninnata nka luntango soto mialon ko naka kul kacha nka nyinin ka ko dolla membe dending banko la kola fo politique wala bang andum bi nga mole soto mialon ko afara mansata ba ke atoma nukun nanata bankola kola mole mati mialon ko aka mansakunda aning mansakunda do kulalu ike kontibo bake ila tamandirnya la do kola karola nin ku keta banko kan ala bunda aka ke mo foloti waranto ika ke mo foloti men ya lonko e ka kuma kan lu fintindi pour ka diamu akola bi na luntam menti drong wala mu Madi Jobarteh atele mu executive director ti Edward Francis Small Center for Rights and Justice atele mu executive director bi nga tele soto jang ka kenna guest di Grand Bantaba programme to mbadundila ani njama nyo konton ni mboro nga tente programme la Mr. Jobarteh ñe jadi Grand Bantaba programme bismillah.
Thank you. Siri, I like your presentation.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
I was wondering, for the Yimbe Tankale Bang. Whatever it can like a bang. But I beg a boy, go on.
There's no teleprompter here. No teleprompter.
I close about it back. Another damn no. But thank you. Keep it up. Keep it up. It has great potential, really. So I'm content to come Bejang and you make a floating. Yes, even though particularly the first time,
Yes.
you know, it will be cool Moroccan sign. But yeah, I mean, Nene Kai is special to me, you know.
Indeed.
Yes.
Indeed.
So, and my brothers, you know, Dr. Bojang and Lamin, Mane, so K10 to KJ. And above all, Lamurar or Jibir Lal, ke fanan konton. And comme ne ka funya mendro, ñinom kulti membe banko de dala. Mo be dañan tabrala banko de da kono. And ngadol tombong ke wol mu president, ngadol tombong ko wol mu mayor, ngadol tombong chairperson, councillors, parliamentarians. Yaje wol be siri wo place wol to ba dol fanan nge tombon ko journalist wol dol mu activist dol mu you know politicians ñil be mu banko da dalalete bebe lori lod lalto la tamandir ñaar si fata la jer ñaar si fata but wala ka banko tamandir ñaar sa hayande so lañum programme mu fonkolti you know bunda kumalati o ko kono. So Mbalten Lambaja la Kerfatu for maintaining that.
Thank you so much. Abarakabake, medu no le straight program kono. Janni Mr. Jobarteh janni minute kantron be topical dol discourse la panelists all they will give their reaction cool menu keta lokun tambilala. Ngalon na fanan cool menu dol ketale me alon ko ila bunda alkalo le ka cool diamu membe dende bankola kola men nyanta men manyang mbo fanan katiala minute kan minute dantan command but panelists all it will be a reaction or dilale on the trending issues cool men yalonko iketa lokun dantan command nene gis nene kidi almame es manga last week gaden ko tumal lidi corruption chowli barina torop we have even seen some people backing him lan mo nekk sa reaction.
Okay, thank you. That's a very important issue. It's good that you discuss coffee, but please allow me before I get into that, on behalf of Kirfatu and the Grand Bantaba panelists, everybody, to congratulate Madi for the recent launching BIMDEF for the center, right? Edward Francis Small Center for Rights and Justice. It's a huge achievement. Again, before the launching, it's not like the bullet. Liggéey bi yàgg na ci Jonathan ba ñëw officially am this center boo xam ne is an inclusive center, you know, you have staff working So yes, you see Madi because mom turam ika fo ñaadi rek aman nukung.
Yeah.
You understand? Banku dukola. I love that one. Mandinka is lovely. Yeah,
If you don't
understand.
nukum politiko la karola banko kan.
Juma?
Yo.
Barinte man futa fulo Madi bedani. Lafta ka futa ji. Beddo ko okay ka pour ka futa ji. Man futa ji de. You understand? So it's for me it's a great thing, right? And Sidika Bifini amut ken bone Madi Jobarteh ñëpp xam nañ ko ci biir dëkk bi ak ci biti and li ko waa biti bi fonka fooguma ne fii fonkee nañ ko noonu you understand because again nit ki sooy wax bu la laalee da ngaa foog ne mu ngi laa ŋaaña te fekk li moo wax boo teeyee nga dal di nga ci gis loo xam ne daf laa dooleel daf laa yokka daf laa aar daf laa iir ñun loolu mooy suñ problem we don't want to be held accountable so this center bii nii man I see it as a watchdog boo xam ne it's holding everybody to account and it's giving them a run for their money because Madi is the one that when I talk about consistency because it's a word that I love so much that one person that I can use as an example for being so consistent in what he does regardless of who, when, where, the time and the people involved is Madi Jobarteh hands down, you know, ken munuta wedu lolu nono. Dan ko bañ lolu la. Nga buga ko lolu la, nga nangu lolu la, whatever it is lolu la. Because foko feka, it's a matter of the issues, not the individual, not the personalities. Amut farfarlo, amut hajak seen. Te lolu dañ ko soxla. So su ñëwee ba set up this center, lim soxla mooy dooleel, lim soxla mooy ñaan, lim soxla mooy ñëpp boole seen loxo ñu gis ne dooleel nañ ko ngir instead of di ko fight or di ko suppress because buñ defee loolu rek ñu ngi suppress démocratie suñ defee loolu ñu ngi suppress loo xam ne pour indi jub ak jubal ak jubanti suñ institution yi ak ñu ne suñ boppa tànkaa askan yi because ñun ñoo war a njëkk a jub balaa suñ institution yi so di rafetlu loolu rek di ñaan yàlla gën a teg loxoom ci moom ak ñëpp ñu moo liggéeyal ak centre bi nga xam ne moom la taxawal baax na ñuy ko fesal and ñun ñëpp ñoo war a bokk ci advocacy boobu pour fesal ne centre boobu mu ngi fi te dafa nekk pour askan bi it's not government funded or anything waaye dafa nekk pour complement government effort fuñ juumee ñu ne leen hey gestu leen gannaaw fuñ defee lu rek ñu ne leen def leen lii ni ngeen ko war ni ngeen ko defee ku nekk soxla nga loolu noonu so di wax ñëpp rek our viewers go online and subscribe on their YouTube, on their Facebook, and follow that page. Follow the Edward Francis Small Center for Rights and Justice. It's the place to go to for correct, informed, factual information and issues that has to do with governance. It's my go-to place. I'm a fan, I'm a supporter, and yes, you all know I love Madi, right? I don't joke about that. So, Madi, congratulations once again. I'm so happy that I attended the luncheon. At least, that is going to go a long way in me, really knowing that I was there to support a brother, a comrade, somebody that I look up to, somebody that, I always call up to for advice and direction, and all that. So,
thank you.
We salute you.
Thank you.
Saluto in my ST voice.
I salute
Saluto.
you back,
You take it away. Oh, okay. So now coming back to the question. Again, it's sad, officials that we are told, or we know for the longest, ñu ngi liggéey, ñu grow, understand nga ba nekk a certain ranks. Dune by chance moo leen fa taaj gom-gom bi mooy ne liggéey nañ ba tollu foofu noonu. So suñ demee ba tollu foofu noonu liggéey bi dañ ko war a yokka noonu ne dañ ko war a wàññi. And recently ñu gis ne maa nga ci boppam education am experience am jàngam ñu tànn ko ci biir Gambian si among one of the people ñoo xam ne ñu ne anti-corruption commissioner la loolu mooy ne pour saytu pour gis ne jub am na te lu nekk tegu na ci yoon alali askan bi duñ ko luubal kuñ dénka di nga def liñ la dénka niñ ko waree def te yëpp danga ko war a def ci yoon am na sarta kooku bu ñëwee ba gis ne am na luy ñuul ci sow bi ci li jëm ci moom yëfam ak doxalinam war naa tey xel again bugga moo metti te li ñuy waxee yërmande ci miineel la commencé waaye it dëgga dafa war a dox ci lu nekk nga bugga ko dëgga dafa war a taxaw nga bañ ko dëgga dafa war a taxaw bugga nit ki ba doo ko wax dëgga loolu bañ ko la ak toroxal ko la so xaw ma nag lan la ci authorities yi nekk di def in terms of the police command or the government in terms of position as anti-corruption commissioner evidence yi génn o allegations bi génn noonu ak liñ génne liñ feeñal ak moom ba pare man sax fu mu nekk ne du ma wax sax lañ ko tuumaal waaye moom lam binda moom ci boppam am nangu toone li fii la jaar fii la jaar fii la jaar fii la jaar ci loolu lay wax which means ne liñ ko tuumaal lu am la moo weddiwul loolu waaye lim bugg a digal mooy ne li tax mu def ko mu ngi wax ne loolu lu war la Jonathan man damaa ne déedéet warul because suñ la joxee liggéey am na yoo xam ne waruñ la cee dégga waruñ la cee gis waruñ la cee fekka moom nekkut a private solicitor so man dama fii ne liggéey boobu noonu waroon naa bàyyi ñu jox ko keneen kooku liggéey boobu parce que ñi ko war a def baaxee nañ Jonathan parce que ngir position am moo war a tax war a koo mun a def again ki moo liggéeyal understand nga nekkut nit ku set wéyam rafetul it is established ne koo xam ne la amoon na ay yëfi njuuj njaaj yoo xam ne duggoon na ci du benn du ñaar te moom si boppam nangu na ne moom nekk na koo xam ne mu ngi ko doon àtte ci yëfi ay ñaawte fii kooku def kon yow sa position waratoon a def ngay am benn liggéey boo xam ne yaa ngi koo def ak kooku noonu so loolu tam tey na xel foofu juum na foofu noonu so man su doon man la Nene Fredo Gomez waxuma ne dinaa resign from the police because yes it's service ak yooyu noonu waaye anti-corruption commissioner boobu noonu man dinaa respectfully resign ma recuse ma bopp foofu noonu parce que at this point in time li nga def noonu ledemal nga xeli nit ñi wan nga nit ñi ne loolu moo feeñ lan nga def loo xam ne feeñu te méngoowut ak position boobu noonu man xaw ma ko keneen xamu ko lan ngaa defaat léeta loo xam ne xëy na borom du ko fesal lu méngoowut ak position boobu noonu man xaw ma ko keneen ak keneen xamuñ ko kon bi ko tey xel boobu noonu su ñëwee ci position boobu noonu rek yow waruloo cee bokkam dégg la kenn mu tut nobody is perfect perfection is only in God waaye su demee bañ gis lu feeñ loo xam ne luy lëndëm la kon yow war nañ laa dandalee boor nga génn foofu noonu ba pare jàngat la war a nekk ci ñëpp ñu xam ne position is a place of service dañ la ko entrust Jonathan boo xam ne da nga war a def sa kéemtalaayi kàttan lépp looy def na doon lu leer na doon lu jub amul dara lu ñuy sikk saaka sa mbir daal dafa war a nekk ne fanga ba nga xam ne kenn du ko jixat maa nga I'm not questioning his personality or whatever but these actions of his am na luy ñuul ci sow bi te mbir ngi nee na ne fanga comme que commencé nañ di ko jaxat rek dafa war a def the honorable thing mu bàyyi ñu ut keneen koo xam ne amut façon image boobu noonu o nekkuñ di ko toppee lu mel noonu.
All right, thank you. Mr. Mani, mune muna reaction ri nga jele Mr. Manga mole mati mi alon ko ya tumile corruption la ya kibaro jele mune reaction la ko.
Well, nga kibaro nyinjele bari ma mbe sulari nyata no ngaje independent institutional la safi mi ya lonko IGBero ke nyimo fulol betu la kuwol la pour isaje to nyasa sabati no nyami manna woje bari nga minje wala nga manga fongola side of the story jele aning foninke nyinga tela kuma kangol man senya do ala screenshot le nata because ngamura milie fintindiro ke minke to watson gambe ni nyongolti ko itata le pour kanyinin karo ke pour itol fanan sa long mi muto nyaade bari manna moso to miya long ko abe lola pour ka fo min lola side of the story min dolen kenni ngonyindi manga kamin fo mimbe tubabu duje miya tinna dabula tan nyin case kon o manna ke moti miya long ko cooperate pour ka information o dile le sulata min bari ntela jeroto ntenga mara manga mistake ko kele domonding because niaje ati miya dadu nyin ko kono anim bi nga problème o min fo wol manke kilindi because ate da dun tan ko kono nyamen according to ate fon la safero wole mo pour ka tandi ko mi kenno nyi ya tandal ko mi kenno nga wole sang Gambia mo bulo kono bari silo nyi nga man tarata ko kam because kenno nyi hansa mulo mallaka bara ate na ta jere ko mi kenno nyi kabira ya na ta da fila ko dun tan nyobul mi yalon ko le Mr. Khan nyinti Mr. Khan fana na la legal pass in nem mo le mi yalon ko luwa la karola milka tamandiro ke jilo obo bulle bari keno nyinna ko manna seniano so nde man jam faje bake bar sa miyati na manga at one point manga fonga ya ukon fam ko mi nyinna la loyalem baratina de ke moti fana miyalon ko akwai 65000 on nyinna case nyinna de ke case miyalon ko atina de ko we ko safir lalati no wolem ka safiro ke kaytol miyalon ko loyal ko wale so ndebe jakal le minati ne nyin loya do botaji because lawyer nento do ko kel nole the former lawyer mi alon ko manga ya approve ko mi wala benunji njikita woso do ko kino bar saying mi ati no boteje wala ko man senia wala tin ko nyata nga independent report soto mi manke mangala story ta manke ni kenno story ti mba lonna bake mi ati no wolo ya botaji mi manga sino je because ninga lo mi ya sino je corruption so soto no world because ate fon ya ko komi ne ya po nyama at some point akwate fon tata le fo aketa moti mi ya lon ko ni prosecute den a jiko lo na kondo woto mo mi ya lon ko mo la kondo so be tati moti mi ya lon ko mol ka jiki ala sati ko ni ite dunda wala ko to di ko ku so de salon ke be ite fon le wo sulo life fonka anu niate jibe abe position o mi ya lon ko ka fo jami mo anti corruption commission wo mo dulalte mi ya lon ko mo tilin ni ngol len tallaji anu mol min ya lon ko fana ni tol fo fana public kono mol be kontani la ko kala fi pour yake komi itol be nyami komi nene min fo madi ma jang komi ya male men tolta na la ko dol betu wo mo sifa ni tol fo min be anti corruption commission binningol min be dumani min be sando fana nyanta dilal komi ki mulun tan nyoya wol bar ni nyin kusi fal ka foyma abe ko yala bake pour moli mulun tanyo yala anu ni mol mi mulun tanyo yala aka munde te mantara you are not of anything meaningful within the community that you are serving ndenga wala so ka but I'm very much interested in the independent report.
Thank you so much. Dr. Boja, mana mo reaction on?
Yeah, when we come to platforms, I always say we are serving humanity and my brother is wrong. Manga is not somebody I don't know or whatever. Manga is family. Bading, but the truth is, a boiter. He is wrong. We cannot say that without underlining it or putting it in bold. He's a brother, but he's wrong. A boiter, and that's my opinion, and firm one for that matter. It will not be fair of me ning nkado ta for ateta nga dada. Yes, so I think aboitale, and I've seen so many people comment. Some are his friends according to this thing, and they told him the truth. I also hold the belief that he could have just resigned, not because of anything, but this country and the institution he is serving is bigger than his character, his personality, So sometimes in life, you have to take a step backward. That's normal. Naturally it can happen. Sometimes conditions can make you do it. So he was wrong, and I've seen different statements, including that from Honorable Jobarteh. They are in place. That is something that I really agree with. It's wrong, it's wrong. If I don't go in detail to explain some things, people say, oh, he just want to say it's wrong and keep quiet. But because that's not me. I try to make sure people, it's elucidated, people understand. Now, he has raised a very valid point. This guy has a lawyer, according to the narrations we are getting, who could have done the same job that he has paid Manga to do. So the dots here, the illogicality is there. For whatever reason, that is not coming out for us to see this level or the strength of illogicality, but there is an illogicality. There is a natural interference, in my opinion. And that Yemomen prosecute before, knowing, I think it was a trap that I made long. He should have not gotten into that trap. Right? So that was really wrong. And I think the other thing I observed from this whole anti-corruption thing, commission and all that, which I think are gaps, maybe technical gaps you may call them. Well, nyunulem kafoti wala bundati meyalong nyanta ka cool kiskisi tapalianing kudol. So I'm not sure that it's there in the Anti-Corruption Act itself, 2023, but because these things are coming up, this is pointing to some gaps, in my opinion. Because if you are a commissioner, my understanding of what the act says is full-time. One can have half job, it's full-time job. So why, for example, would Manga be, for example, I don't know, but a police officer at that level, you are prosecuting, you can be an investigator, and you can influence even your genius when it comes to certain allegations. You are holding that position. And also a commissioner. Now, if I am involved, you can talk to the investigators. I'm a brother. You have influence. And this police that is command, which in my opinion, they respect more than law. They respect command. So you boss more, you come.
Obey and complain.
Obey and complain. So I think that in itself is not best practice according to United Nations, Convention Against Corruption and OECD public integrity, frameworks. Manga has worked international and he knows better, he knows exactly. So those are issues. So I'm not sure if, in fact, in the first place, he has resigned from the police or there is a potential of him leaving the police and focus on the commission. Because for me, I sembu jama di mangala. Ya corruption of an American market wale ne sembu jama di mola. So if you are known 10 years prosecuting people, there is a lot of connection. You have been naturally, networks are there. So, and at the same time, you are at the commission as a commissioner. There is a potential conflict of interest. Separation of powers weak there, and that means there is a room for corruption and other things to come. So, nimwe hard philosophy, there is a tendency that you are going to attract powerful forces to you to help, to interfere, to do this, maybe subtly and so on. So, for me, best practice would have been he decides whether to be with the police or to be with the commission. In the first place, before even these things come. I'm not sure whether he's already appointed or not. I understand Parliament has confirmed and so on. I am not affair with the nitty-gritties. But that is also something that we need to look at in the anti-corruption law. Because if you are still having this heart, you still have this heart, and it's full-time, naturally, I correct. That's my opinion. So that's an observation regarding the technical gaps I feel the anti-corruption actually, act has, because this is not in tandem with international best practice, including UN Convention Against Corruption and, of course, European public integrity frameworks. Okay. So, the president should look at, and other people, parliament should look into it. I'm from Fonyi, where Almama is from, and we are from the same village. And family, we are from the same village, family. I will not go into how we are related, but he knows I know. But there is this that I have to be consistent. That's the problem with public commentary. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's you yourself. So Almame Giba also add, you don't have to regionalize these things. He should have not gone to that point. Because, in fact, you are not helping Manga. You are not helping Almame. Because you are a politician, you are commenting. It means you have opened the floodgates of politicians to decide to comment or not even to comment or to come up with a lot of things. So that was not tactful and so on from that perspective. But I have the belief now, that's the reason he did it. Part of the reason is, you see, politics is something else. Huh? So if you look at his argument, it's like he wants to talk to the entire region. That is not something that NPP will take lightly in terms of numbers. Yeah. It's a region they want. So if you now do this, all these things, but that is not in the best interest of this country. You don't do that. So the region should be smaller than the country. Let's understand that. And
it's not should be, it is.
It is, yes.
It
absolutely.
is, it's a fact. It is.
Certainly, absolutely.
Yeah.
So I think we should be careful with those things. But those that I have engaged, or those that engage me, from community level, they will tell you he is right. And they will give you that justification. But this also goes to tell you having...
They say who is right?
Jiva.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Having a government that could go high or low to any extent to make sure they get what they want is very dangerous for country. So some of them will tell you, yes, Almame might even be wrong. But we have seen situations where people did more than 65,000 and they are dining and whining with the president. So why should we leave our son? You see this argument?
So Madi Jobarteh.
Yes. So this is why leadership is difficult.
Interesting.
You have to act. Some of them, that's the argument. I'm not saying that is what Fonyi is seeing. No, I'm saying
some individuals, definitely.
Come on, even if it's wrong. Let's say what we know for now is 65. Mm-hmm. People, millions, nothing happened. Every day they are with the president posting and saying things. In fact, the president forgive them. So you want us to say, no, Manga, resign. No, we are not going to do it. That's the line of thinking of some of them. So let's assume there was no thing like this that the people can lean on, even though I don't think that's the right thing. You realize that they would have not gone to that extent or Al-Mami himself would have not, Giba would have not said some of these things. So that is the understanding I have from my little engagements from the people around there. But I personally, and I'm not representing Fonyi, and I'm not taking a position of Fonyi. I'm just saying what I believe and what is personal to me. I think I'm Aboitale. And if I were him, if I'm to advise or if he asks for my advice, my opinion, I would say just resign and then concentrate on something else or so, especially for the interest of the commission.
Okay.
Because conflict of interest is clear there. And even the Anti-Corruption Act itself has explained what conflict of interest is.
Yes.
And that is there. You know, yes, we can go around things, but the truth is always the truth.
Thank you, Ablai.
Yes, so
maybe he will be the first victim of the Anti-Corruption Commission.
They
will look into his own stuff, the commission. They will, maybe Manga is going to be the first.
Absolutely.
The first victim.
And see, I forgot this, but I think it will be beneficial maybe. I'm not sure, but these commissioners, I really think they should declare their assets. I think there's a missing gap because in the act itself, nothing like that. I know other laws of the Gambia say something like that. It might be weak, but I think my observation is these people should begin to declare their assets. Because at the end of the day, if we don't know what they get now, it means there is a room that, am I along? So I can always claim I have this.
All right.
So I think that should be something that the president and other people responsible should look into and say, okay, you people should really declare your assets so that you are doing a job. And at the end of the day, people will come and offer you things. That's natural. You know it, or the people will come and offer you for certain things to be considered and so on. So if you know what your worth is, and when you leave, we'll be able to connect the dots and know that, okay, there is a possibility of this and that and that. So these commissioners should declare their assets.
All right, thank you so much. Mr. Njai Kang, straight. Adam Njai, Atilamo NPP la political directorate, directorate for students wing. Bi atelebe jang kasi NPP toyala. Mr. Njai be bula drong idin jama nyo kontong, and then na first topic of discussion menti wala ngajele almame esmanga ya 2 million corruption la tapaliani jonko ni nakaro last week a chocho warta baba bake yela reaction di woro fana ni jama nyo kontong.
All right, first of all, I'd like to extend my greeting to my colleagues here on the panel, especially Uncle Madi, and then my sister, then Doctor as well, and then the other guy there. I'm not familiar with the name, but then
Lamin Mane.
Yeah, Lamin Mane, right? Okay, you're welcome, right? So basically, I am Madam Ajay, as I introduced, and I am the political director of the student wing. And the topic here, as you introduced, that the issue of Mami Manga, of course, we have all seen and heard on the media that people have said their opinions regarding the matter. Some are even calling for his resignation. Some are saying, no, he should not resign. So these are opinions and matters in democracy. Opinions matters a lot in democracy. And that is what the government is also very committed to. Since, it came to power, is that the president himself have been listening to the masses, the opinions of the people, and sometimes he even acts based on that. So this of Al-Mami, of course, Doctor have said about something about some are taking it, based on regionally. Like he is from us, we have to support him. But for me here, let's look at it this: have the matter reached to the police for prosecution, or there is a file case against him or not? I think we cannot just use our opinions to demand his resignation, or for the government to dismiss him from his appointment to be, that is, commissioner for the anti-corruption. I think the guy who is claiming, who is alleging that the Manga is corrupt or he has committed corruption, so take the matter to police and prove his evidence to justify that this is what has transpired between him and Manga. Then the prosecution will determine. I think this is what we should allow the law to take its course, rather than using our opinions or political feeling to justify actions. Yes, one can say yes, he's from also. We have to defend him. Some will say that no, he is working for the government, and the government, the ruling party. Let's say, for example, the opposition will say, let the government, in fact, terminate his service because he has been found what, based on opinion for so far, there is nothing that have been proven before the court that Manga has committed corruption. Manga's his track record is very fine. In fact, Doctor have even admitted it. Was working in international organizations. So since he came to the government working with the police, only this allegation I have about him, apart from people having commented him for his patriotism towards the institution, that is the police unit. So I think that he needs acknowledgement and even support from the public. If there is anything that needs to be solved outside, let the guy who is alleging that this guy Manga has practiced corruption, they solve the matter. Because there are actions that people may commit outside their work. Now, did the action or the act happen within his contract with the government, or it was just personally between him and the individual? All this need to be looked at. But because he's a police, he's wearing the uniform, he should not do this, he should not do that, or he has committed this. Even maybe he's advising the individual outside the police fraternity, outside his duty. For example, if you are a teacher and you are serving the Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education, you have also maybe part-time work. For example, you are taking a particular kids for studies. So maybe something happened there, and then that is not in line with your contract with the government. So you don't expect the government, the ministry to act on that. Maybe you can use the police, and then I believe the individual that is alleging that Manga has committed crime, corruption. So go to the police, report the matter there, and allow the police to take it, to do it work.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Sorry,
Thank you.
I really need to interject here. I think it would be very, very, dishonest if you just allow that narrative that you just peddle here to go like that. Are you telling me if a teacher is teaching with the Ministry of Education in one of the schools, right, and that teacher goes and commit a crime out there, let's say the teacher is teaching, a perfect, very good teacher, the class is passing, grades and whatever, but we find out that the teacher also has another side thing outside of school, you go and sleep with young kids or whatever. Are we going to say, no, the teacher is a very good teacher.
No.
He's good, having good grades.
No.
Hold on.
No, I'm not saying that.
Okay, hold on. Tell. The man not ma diklu la pour understand thing
okay.
So tell the dinga for are we going to say the teacher is a very good teacher? So because of that, we need to separate it, and treat this outside, because those things happen outside of school hours or outside of the school calendar is during the summer holidays or Easter holiday that thing happen. So we don't have to bring it into the school, and we should not be asking for the teacher to resign, because when it comes to being a teacher in the school, he's the perfect guy, and all that. That's the analogy I'm trying to derive from what you're saying. Because yes, Manga is a perfect cop. Hold on. Manga is a perfect cop. In terms of police or whatever, we've not had any issues in regards to corruption or whatever. But despite that, wearing that uniform comes with honor. You're supposed to embody a certain character in you.
Yes.
am na lu bari waruñ la cee fekk am na lu bari waruñ la cee gis ñu jógee ci foofu noonu ñu ko just promote as a commissioner assistant commissioner or whatever. Now you are a commissioner of an anti-corruption commission. Do you know what that means?
Yes, I know.
So
that. Let's look at it. Let me come here.
fu ñoo waxee ne da ñuul na nda weex na yow war la cee fekk dañ la war a xool dañ la war a xool ne weex na oo ñuul na oo ñu ne dafa grey.
That teacher I'm referring to. That ministry cannot jump up, prosecute the teacher, using the contract, it's contracted with the teacher at the school level. Now the family or whatever the contract, that guy should report the matter to the ministry or to the police, and the police will prosecute that individual.
Example, mala jox nono.
So
ministry
is not in that manner.
Brother, ministry be do har ben la yobu court prosecute la right there and then the ministry is going to get you out of the classroom.
No,
you should not be anywhere near a teacher until
the classroom now.
Oh yes.
Now the right unit The right unit to get the matter is the police.
Gis nga yéen seen marché da ngeen war a tey understand ngeen jànga lépp loo xam ne yóbbu dëkk bi kanam warul leen a pedal on it in the name of trying to happen or trying to belong da ngeen di yàq seen bopp te because this is not something you should be defending or that should not be your analogy.
I'm going to tell you how it's supposed to be.
No, that's not how it's supposed to be. That's not how it's supposed to be. That is not near where how it's supposed to be.
Should we allow to take it course, or we should allow our opinions to the matter?
Until the law takes its course, what happens to Manga? Are we supposed to allow Manga to be sitting on an anti-corruption commission, investigating other people when your own character is centered? When your own character is in question?
His contract is terminated, and another day he is not.
Are you serious?
What do you going to say again? I'm going to compensate him again. The same activists will come back and say, let's compensate. The government have terminated his service without due process.
Now, can we understand this, Mr. Jai?
Yes.
Only if he's going to understand it.
When you are accused, the natural order is this. Let's take the recent whatever of Ablai, my Thomas, Simon. With all his condition, government denied him bail and so many things, even though it has not yet been proven that he actually did commit a crime.
Exactly.
He was at mile 2, all
for months,
and so on. So your argument, if I get the sense of your argument, is he should have been free. The police should not do anything to him, and that is it. But that's not your position with Sanya. But why is that your position with Manga?
Thank you. Because it's his government that appointed Manga, and they're protecting that appointment.
Again, look at it from this perspective. None of us here is taking this passionate. If that were the case, we will not talk.
Absolutely.
Support Manga.
Absolutely.
Some of us are just blood relatives.
Listen, let me tell you. Yeah. I'm sure he has no personal interaction with Manga.
He
only knows Manga from the streets or whatever. So if you know my personal relationship with Manga, you'll be wondering why you take it up. It's beyond Manga.
Let's make this clear.
It's beyond the personality.
For the country. Yeah, for the country. Now, your argument, I'm going to still use your argument. Nin dinungal even men karandika. Imam problem also to wala kola. But outside, even the indole karandika. But ye crime men kini odi niwola. Crime le meyalo, wala kule meyalo, among ke dadge kendete.
Yes.
The role of the state is to protect and prevent. In fact, that is why laws now are made to prevent instead of to punish. For example, corruption. The laws are made to prevent corruption in the first place. That's why I gave you the technical gap in corruption. The technical gap is make a law not to only punish, but to prevent the corruption from happening itself. Now, the preventative method or measure that the government should take is to make sure the kids who are not yet affected, there is a barrier so that those kids are protected. That is the argument and that's the rationale behind Manga should resign. Let me give you an example. If Manga has this problem and it's not solved, an MPP guy or any individual can use that against Manga for Manga to act in his favor on a case that Manga is handling.
Manga is not those.
No, allow me. I'm not saying, Manga is a human being like me.
Yes.
I'm just telling you the tendency of human character and human being. I'm not confirming that Manga is this or that. I'm just telling you. Now, if that is the situation, the point is, the principal or the ministry is not looking at you, Adama, as you are guilty or so, but they have a bigger institution to protect. And that, in this case, is the commission itself. If people don't trust the commission, you think it's going to be effectual? Trust, credibility is very important.
Why do people get suspended while they're being investigated?
You can come in, Adama Jannimbita, Honorable Jobarteh.
Yes, like that issue of Manga, the same thing. We need to understand that we want the guy who had a problem with Manga to take the matter to the court.
He doesn't have to take it.
So until it's okay. Let the person take Manga to court. Let the person take Manga to court. But until
there is any evidence that is proven reasonable or reasonable doubt, then the government that appoints Manga will rely on those evidence.
So the government has to wait until the matter is prosecuted.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Straight away Mr. Honorable Jobarteh. Recently the case of Almame S Manga ala case Achocho Watabake and the backing I mentioned from Honorable Jiba. I attention no samana nyinin karo la fanala nanata tiling wala memo justice day. Anim fana aketa kutimia lonko ay nyinin karo fana samana potential political influence. Ite multi mia lonko e ka lo hanama dingol la nyanto la bake ani ka nyanto fasa bake nanata mulla men ya lonko ye tana kulke waranto ye kuke mi alonko ani luani silo fota nyoko wara yo tots mune mula miroti membe dende nyim particular case la.
All right, thank you.
Before Madi comes, let's not even over exaggerate, amplify the support. I don't think it is as huge as that. People supporting it. You have individuals because of relationship and connection. You understand? They say, "Oh, don't resign," blah blah. Do gonna play. But I think when you look at the commentary and everything else, after Manga himself spoke, overwhelmingly people have said, "You erred. You're wrong in what you have done, and you're not supposed to do it." So let's put emphasis more on that, as if the people are supporting a wrongdoing. No. Yes, you have people who will say, or water it down or whatever. Yes, no, no. Why overwhelmingly it has been agreed that Manga Manga did.
It is not about
All right. You can comment. You can comment.
This one guy comment.
No, it's okay now. It's okay.
Baraka, yeah. So but relating to Labanta Memfala, yes, coming, of course, more better opinions around, and some may feel Manga should be let go as it is, coming, Dr. Boja for Nyame. But some people do well position our generator address in a person like Almami Jiba, because National Assembly member, because that's a public officer. Manko, I have very high responsibility and strong.
A lawmaker.
Yes, at a position, Nyanta scrutinized, should be held to account, and won't respond to that. All right. Now, for Jiba Bankana Manga, first of all, I think, and the conversation see, this is why I set up Edward Francis Moore Center for Rights and Justice. It's unfortunate, manga blood and Yunkono, and that particular manga founding Jibe, Alako mentioned the TRRC. So testified a J, ko atit nyameng, and TRRC ko mentioned fang in the report, ko inyanta disciplinary action against him. But the police will not later ko a committee set up to check, and they ko no, I'm thinking tinyar bije until now ko noma ka for police will allow report o banding ajibe yo bare mbolo kono bria manga to for
report o bondele
ma report o bande hanin sa mo report okay yeah bria manga to for coming ka tar commission kon anti corruption commission until after objection raised la no bari kono si manga mu funding hold yeah and jiki fanan coming TRRC recommendation, kana police recommendation, and no time will be, hana madinlo maybe manga fenkara kuotole, yaje. So anyway, to have the benefit of doubt, ngabla wrong I talk commission dombe jikila be kujela melonko abe nyinyala, especially ngalon fanan ko manga anti corruption ko awo karane. And do ko kele gambe anim gambe bantara. So given all of that, nko fananka chance di nyong hana madola is important nga ko blaje. And adunta commissioner kono. Ya approve abu commissioner sign. Yo ngana nyin coach. And near dates will jibe I can December 2025. So it's very recent. And already yet confirmed as a commissioner. And already mu police prosecutorate. And already there's a whole controversy behind you. So in one sense, and then you're clear, I'm Balafa Fanang, why would somebody young with a promising future able to cool kono consistently like this? But coming Dr. Boja Fanyaman in it's I make a man not just coming with detail or WhatsApp. No, woman they interest fund at the beginning fund because okay, it's just a screenshot was absent to me. People send me money through 4-way from bank, and I send money through people. So that's not a big deal. So, but Mangala own statement, I wondered from where advice bank, fire advice in the bank because I have implicated. All right. So liquid milk was story going to Adama Kannemfo. That story of Manga should trigger the IG immediately to institute investigation, because when police a code of conduct, the Gambia Police Force has a code of conduct for public officers, and conduct that Manga explained a la narration to a la version conflicts with the police code of conduct, and were responsibility immediately on the IGP to institute an inquiry. But secondly, also, it's a matter may immediately should interest the president. If you understand anti-corruption commission, the Daliluma anti-corruption commission Lundi should interest the president to say, look, I'm going to set up a tribunal, according to the act. Can you go investigate? Because in the anti-corruption commission, what kind of people should be appointed as commissioners should be fit and proper. Yeah. At the same time, will issue Mangala statement should trigger the interest of the National Assembly, because it's only oversight rolls over the Anti-Corruption Commission to get concerned that mobile in the commission Malonko conduct I make Malonko is a controversial conduct. Let us find out, get to the bottom of it. Yeah. And that is why Almami Jibala issue is very important to address, because at the National Assembly members are obligation to oversight over all state and independent bodies like the Anti-Corruption Commission. Any independent body may commissioner, may conduct a malonko, it undermines the commission, the law creating that commission. A legitimate matter for the National Assembly interest or court, for the president to get interest into that. And in the case of Almami also being a prosecutor, pro quo IGP interest, look, let me do investigation. Yeah. So, but coming out from Nyaming, this is why the Edward Francis Small Center for Rights and Justice established. See, the problem in this country since independence, and that is why I think for some of the people that contacted Dr. Bojang said that it's a valid comment. But that is the nature of the state of the Gambia since 1965 from Bebitilo Mento. On Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday, we are going to celebrate 61 years. Abuse of power, disregard of the law, violations of human rights, self-enrichment. This is the character, the attitude in the state of the Gambia since 1965.
The modus operandi.
Yes, modus operandi. In total violation of the law, professional ethics, and this is why this country be in this state.
Okay.
Yeah. So bana ko ni kusifa wulta mayente jahal or nuclear why the citizens hadn't signed a mankara quoto and we get outraged. Right now, we have issued a statement. But I expected every civil society organization, especially those Melbourne Code, they are fighting corruption, to have stood up and speak. But at the same time, I expected all political parties to speak up. Yeah, not to mention the fact that I expected the IGP, the President, and the National Assembly to raise this matter. And the rest of the citizens, because otherwise, menna banko de dara nyadi le. Ni tinyaro kake, lana tambul kake, nkande, or in some sense, nga rationalize, coming, Mr. Njaba rationalize kanyami, just to divert the issue or to bury the issue and stuff like that. What right.
Okay. Ngajele Koya Fanyame, you have called both the President and the Inspector General of Police. Puriyenyi Matanyi investigate. Now kuwa kisikisita. What are some of the specific outcomes? Ibijikila mea alongo anyanta bola nyi mkuwa.
The only outcome, if there is going to be two, the whole process nyanta established for mangala conduct is appropriate or inappropriate. Yeah.
Alamanya ni mkono.
Na kukweli melka ni silo tata manya ay melka ni silo tata. Aning dajiko tata. Mel Honga aspect in public institutions have ethics and in law for that. Then not a place on your double legend. But near Kisi for the got no manta and your double. So Memu Koku Jolom for Kiskisiroek inquiry Jibero Kala Court. And you know, Dr. Bodek model of Manko is also important, Manko, to address the fact that Manga holds position of commissioner and police prosecutor. Because they have been approved. I'm not sure for a swearing in Kelabang, before the president. But if you are a member of the commission, you cannot a police prosecutor at the same time. We cannot hold those two positions at the same time. So that is another matter to address. But in this matter right now, since he is there, he's a police prosecutor. At the same time, he is an anti-corruption commission. Même first step police inquiry. Adama can mean for can do make kumata waiter court or waiter asamba police. No. That is irrelevant. Yeah. Very irrelevant. Conduct ketale, information surrounding Manko government ya mwele. All right. Ya mwele. Coming ye abla sanya mwele nyameng at West Coast Radio ya mwele. And they went after him.
Yep.
Ninga mweko, Latria Primary School teacher didn't know rapes at all kono. The police why did they arrest? Because suspicion. Reasonable suspicion. Or they see you in the act also. And that suspicion, where does it come from? Yeah. They get information. And therefore, they initiate investigation.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is what we expect the police to do. So may manga to me, what after who could remember the manga them? That I have court some. That I need a quarter. But as a police officer, I conduct menke. Police conduct is in line with the code of conduct or not, and then take action.
Najale fanang ye section bankola mara kitabuko atunkun keme tunkun tanding fula 112 B ye itan dir ko membe dending deputy mem national assembly members ti ila manya waranto e nyanta tamandir nyamenkela ila do ko la fanala ninga tara deputy member ko almama jiba appears to disregard this as you have argued mun fera sifal wolle nyanta lala me yalan ko atambita itala komandiro la nyanta yilala memma pour ka jeko kan deputy ki kontibo pour ka jeko national assembly bankola bantaba ala integrity o itaraje.
So Adam, the constitution you envisage, I think again, Dr. Bojana from Bema Haramadiot, you and me, bad tendencies to do something wrong, because we are human beings, or to do something right. So the constitution here, therefore, let us put a safeguard. Melbina National Assembly, in Yandamun Dajika Strana, in Yandalola. Sila Jumale Kanyanda Sula Jumale Tala. And section 112 not a word ko need the National Assembly immediately in Yante Fangela ko Gambia Bill represent. In not a true for any councillor vote, not a true, Badabu Central, true Upper West Fladu, true Banjul Central and so on. But the moment he do that in the National Assembly, he represent the whole of the Gambia. And number two, work with back in the National Assembly, let it be based on your conscience. And in the rule of law, conscience being a conscience and conscience, because if I'm not okay, but did Danicaro when you manage but Nina Jang is a sort of formal no, but did Danino that is conscience. And the rule of law is not melandi, and in the best interest of the country. So we sense how let that deputy pour que makoi ye fam mutano because sembo kana dula falabang yenyina na flow hadumo kana dula falaba yenyina so that nidu daw deputy bunkono isa fa ko ni nyidom siloti membelari do ni ko membelari wonya silan ni almami ji ma nyininka ate mun dalila nandite ko ibita for ni be and family be and more mel baby je ibe be singa na kwa nyano la manga konko mo ndalina ya fo mo kumanati dibito tanda mem fola ma ya ni mange fo ni kuti ni mange jiba kunna kuta mange manga kunna kuti amanga jomata kunna kuti
Yeah, manga is serving a nation.
yeah ni more about a public official. You understand? Amanya in public office ko ay place muda in public office aning woni luwa be do renew nyaadile ni mo quality and moment ni subula no konole par ni ko drum membre ta kono ni interpreta kono jabata ko na be lon koma obo fladu be lon koma aden waka promote ko so ni dibito ka sibugate ka jero ke onya aminda ka wo section 112 ado violate kan. You see, Siri, nidara dipite bunda do to mel yiri wata babake. Comme ko US Congress, warante British Parliament and so on. World France, South Africa, Kenya, Ghana, bunda committee sort of have the ethics committee. So, because in section 112, constitutional mafade, the standing orders for them fully. Of the National Assembly. Ila tamandi law amendment of the National Assembly. But at the same time, they have ethics committee. Ka deputy manya jibe fani silo tata famanta. Menyin tembo mento analtera mamambije. Inila prime minister tema ninkende lo amenga ambassador ti from Mandel Sintolom. I understand. So wo sifate banna wo lado to. So ni kuga kiring Melon Konga wale fanam fonde la safero. The clerk of the National Assembly, all right, the speaker should trigger that ethics committee to look at the conduct of Almami Jiba, whether it is in line with the Constitution section 112 and the standing orders. Yeah. So much as Atebe, maybe Almami is from his constituency, about representative, but then he went beyond his bounds. Because, Almami is not involved, it's not a private citizen involved with something private over there. It is public official law, in public office. All right? So, itete will not wrong as a deputy, yo fasa. Now go, loi melandolum, a National Assembly member, mu contributority for all public officials. Yeah. Well, Anti-Corruption Commission, they will come to report to the National Assembly. The IGP reports to the National Assembly. The President reports to the National Assembly. So, Diputado Nyanta Famutalale, Niku Keta Jani Bemman. Second, we come to Manjala Malon Kakameta Duolum, Ibe Badia Ninsi, Noyaning, Sabati, Kafunyoyana Itandika. Imagine now doing the local.
Okay.
So, Almami, Mana make Almami Jiba, Lana Tambolek. Now, Deputy Bungu Nyanta Kumandale.
Okay, thank you.
Najele highlight that Almame's utterances of the Fuji people, or they will rally behind Almame and support or whatever. Furman is really demeaning to the people that he's referring to, because among those people, they're righteous people. They're people that, regardless, even if you're their mother, their father, their son, they will not rally behind you if you're wrong. They will only rally behind you if you're doing the right thing and if you're correct. But not yenying manyake just because ite botan tol fe, ite botan tol la siwoto, you understand? Mbe ube bulala. Again, limade waharek moi, boko machimo gendu man kena. This narration of, there people who have done millions, why would we, if they're not dining with the president, why should we? You know what I mean? It's not going to fix our problems. The bottom line, if they've done millions, they've not been followed, they've not been prosecuted, whatever, doesn't mean you should take 5 butus. If it's not yours, you should not take it. Okay. That's how we fix a country. So at the end of the day, because so because of it is wrong. That mindset, it should be erased from everybody's mind. That mentality should be erased from everybody's mind, including Mr. Yai.
All right. Honorable Jobarteh, ngabo mangala ko mananam recently ngajele sepas yirkar bunda mi alonko e ka yirkaroke yirkaroke carte fawla ko wala anin ku kotangol nana democracy anin ku kotangol.
Even the constitution, when I see people talk in Mandinka, when they're talking about constitution, they say section something, section, but This person doesn't say section. I can't for kutub nyaka.
Banko tungkung keme.
There you go. For the first time I hear somebody does not say section. I'm sure Mr. Mane will not say tungkung. About for section 3, section 4, right?
Ngajele yirikaro kele ya yirikaro kele karre fawal men yalon karre fawal men nyanta nala banko dingol yela miro yitende anila lodula alla bunda janni kana ite multi miyalon ko e ka safiro ke bake kol min miyalon ko man tarata kanku banko kan surtout man sakunda kono ibe ka kumandiro ke bake ka safiro ke nana da kan man sakunda do kulal ke kontibo e ke baro la Gambia banko kanjang ila bunda fanan kabral yalo consistently albelori wala kan ngajele sapas kabri yala yiri karoke ye ko le findinde men yalon ko alla bunda kalo menna mo sa foko you people have been vindicated ya itende ko 16% niya ni ko mo kemo kono si la tanyu woro damma wolle jiko soro president wala koto nin kemo kono si la tanyu woro jiko soro president wala koto. What does this mean? You will never president wala karola ngajele ali alla wosi daita di membe dendi nyinko.
Yeah, opinion poll kumata back. I mean, kula mero hanin sa in Gambia kukutolo. Because ni sa ni dan town long ngaja kita. In one sense, more Mandela, and then I guess because more Mandela for a nabota, kaje ko sometimes work attack. Cutting political party chile, ye statement sul bondi, dolba ijalela. Dol be cool rationalize la kay tan ko dal no cool latin thing do le ñaka ci la freng but ila pour kumata pour mo bele government also ngajele ça fait bakatam ke
don't hide just reference with UMC they are 3% they dispute that.
All right.
You're even wrong. It's not
Just allow him to come.
You're even wrong.
Just allow him to come.
It's 2.
Yeah. No, I'm not sure UMC la statement, but I'm so.
Where did the UMC dispute or question that thing?
I think a statement from or comment from GDC. Is it GAP?
GDC as well, yeah.
Yeah, and
no, GDC, yeah.
So and government as well, but government of course donning. All honest lala, yeah. So from the government specify, so.
But government, did they receive it well or did they question the survey?
We acknowledge it.
They acknowledge it.
Yeah.
No, we responded and we acknowledge it.
It's a certain
Yes.
nicely, between the lines to know.
Yes.
The polls kuma ban le bonde. Men fere manke kukutat. Ya coming corruption na court. Ya weta nije ko ala na tamita do ku soto baliara programo kunda be bankore fanko tamandi kan nyamin ko amang sahaya you will be tandi tatam banko jama be bomba be lafta
manda fla no da mai da wor
2 time limit la lafi tatam la ka mambeta so ye ku jamal le fundindi malan ko daga feel political party government civil society organizations students or at read letter because I can imagine the drunk guy drunk doctor we diagnose and loan in the kuran ni jankarol be down and I tan the molla so that as in sovereignty to know on the nyanda wulla la ngani ko da than to say the things ngamenje kaje e ba foka because even in other political parties or second opposition parties ni go 2% the sort of any surprise can accept it and say then let me work and take it myself to 4% or 22%, 72%. So do that. I mean, in our own program activities, in our own everything, go and review yourself. You understand? To realize, look, because this is free information. And this is up-to-date information. That you normally you would have done your own research
and pay a lot of money
for it,
yeah.
and you don't. It okay, Nora. It are types of maybe it can from properly. So you don't have imabla you have only 2% or you have 46%. Then I go than to sit there, you come see my Nico corruption be janne bank do 60 what 66 or 60% feel corruption, government is not doing enough. Then look at yourself again, because after you lual be that and you bundal below, how is I come and try to come back? Then I'm not from cross, but maybe could be mel better. So Ilani report is very good for the country, and as I said, among the kukurati, and imam for me alonko anything contradict or fair contradict, because na reporters ranjane Gambia participate in a civil society about 2 months ago or so. A reporter bundle about corruption in this country, and the Afanya separate staff and the same thing. Now before that, Afro barometer bijana. A lot of Soviet time limit, corruption, back way, people wanting to leave the country, and all the things a member indicate is in line with separate Fonko.
And Gambia participates also.
Gambia participates, yes.
Yeah.
So just 2 days ago, I was looking at Transparency International, a global corruption perception index report they released 2 days ago. Gambia is a highly corrupt society. The mark is over 100. Gambia got 37%. That's a corrupt society today. And in fact, we dropped by one step. We fall back. So
if it was exams in school, is F.
That is F, yes.
You fail.
So I mean, surprise and Yimbeke, Monyante cement to Yandilane, maybe can you so make a Monyante marker and cement to Yandilane, and Nake as a learning resource for the government, for political parties, for civil society, and so on. So for us as Edward Francis Small Center, the report on study can because it's important for a advocacy. Because now, being corruption is too much in the Gambia. Okay? And you can say, but how? Who told you? Surprise report, I have evidence this is it. And so, and the report thing is about the report. And you could messenger man the Bondiji, now go monia the Tala Yasi, a crampetiki.
I'm referring 16% way mun the president ko ninga tara banko dimo ko.
I think the 16% is about third term. That more, I think 84% said the president should not look for a third term. Yeah, only 16% are in for that. And wukumata bakele. In term limits ngajere mafatina rasila jawati tamina. Term limit ko feje fama da kala nyamen but me alonko ku membe for jama bijama among soto ko banko dul term limit je and all of that. No, term limit kumatale, and I hope the president will report or read la nako ay gambe le kanuka ka fa nyamen andum tonya wala batu gambe dimul la njaya fa ko president ka gambe dimul ina memfo ya miro aka mwele anakatanya nata wona soronta then president ni so press report nyanta ayamara ko alafta contest 2026 ayada bondije ayada bondije because 84% of Gambians kemo kono tang sign in nano bay ko ina bondije
akala pati on olti amalla faifa
bari ila party mula party bari banko mbere denta wala understand so the banko tamandi la wona party interest kan personal interest ko kan ani wosifal so ning surprise report made no koto nin tatam issue, all right. President banko tamandi kan nyamen because I fanna jamani tandi maro ka mantar sari whether corruption number, employment, job creation, even security, I mean election integrity ko pero kunya botaje women the president peku la afa ko ibesilo menka haniman kof bari lo follow loje because ibesilo menka abuka manke sila sahayaret lo follow bang ye fan cross ani okay ba yela ko saje ko jenta kof lal yemuru na koma sakodum ka tata ko nyine because nyin tata ko hani sepras mafo sidi mbele bijang ko nyimbanko bi sanji taworo nin kile president saba wala soto fulo sanji taworo nin be kono president saba nyam ni wala be siri do tat sanji tan saba kijang do sanji mo ni fenki jang ate felenti sana sanji tan adun dawlo kono wo kada problem ode folla bang in 2016 it will see the political leaders or opposition in 2016 ye MOU dada ko e lafta member la banko kan is government self perpetuating role amanda ko Gambia la jankaro fam mu self perpetuating role let wole ka ko be wulo corruption wulo luwanta ya wulu kan sembo jay ka wulu ka bunda tela du ko kala nyama and tarin wo because yemo claims that sit attack na mete labang sufol kan nasile yaje tinyarol kanale and kujamal ka du nyokol so self perpetuating rule it will fall there for a fire adam baroning Halifa Sallah nyol ning ayan sekanyol ya understand Hamad Banyol je nyola wato yaje kata may fati nyol ibele sita nyinko ya dan nyoko anim fan mala tamba janyo ya dan nyoko tate ye coalition form ila nye barona manifesto 2016 the first paragraph self perpetuating rule yola foje
ke fan to symbol to for faw ko nyantaw dan na nyimbanko kande ko be time limit dundi la constitutional kono inata wo manifesto anata bundal londi chapter by chapter ko ay tonkol kije human rights, governance, economic development, institutional reform ye loi for fam tol for melo ko ni tel sita kari wor kono dron ibe loi falen comme public order act yaji official secrets act criminal code ye foje because go be democratic tinyakan ani mol la nyanto wal kawti nyal so bol falina le ye ken londini democracy slot iko sai kari wor nitel du man sakuna kono kari wor e bokela yo bimbe sanji sai sanji kono ko pambe wara atani la banya male yaji so a loi fan mel change fan ikaje ko loi hade sai be nasren comme in criminal code kudo me alon hani ni anti corruption commission me alon ko loi kuma loi beto me alon ko sulatala bare ya fenkere ya chuntile fala bang asembo jama talata je so nundu membe lari wonya ndunda 2017 Mr. Barone CRC below Samba National Assembly la Ministry of Justice ko ya yo pass ibo commissioner Tombo ibo tolola Lumbeng State House aho kumo banke je kotike ko gamme jam mo manyana kala president ni kasambi sanji tanna yo o janno be sila 2017 brasi dan kata 2017 janno be banda 2018 I interviewed the German radio or television la interviewed the Senegalese television la I kumol for meeting gambe jang ako sanji tan in fact o wato fa ka fa ko sanji saba ate mo businessman wot ate sanji saba ron ne kala I from Kodi I plus Odi I bulu bukata mo businessman wot yo sanji saba ele mata sanji lu sanji yulu do ele mata sanji tan sila sanji tan bina ele mata sanji tan lu amara sila nyimane sanji tan woro ko all right ngajele the political landscape seems to be fragmented mbenyum fannama because civil society alka key role play nanata nyim fannala niaji be surtout fan kachal membe dending opposition coalition wala ite multi mialon ko you have been a strong advocate for good governance maral nya kendo Gambia banko kanjang mune mulai jeroti right now nanata the current state of political dialogue la Gambia banko kanjang andum fan ya mire civil society nyanta mu role play la pour kaje ko kambe on ay nanata opposition la karot
well ani ko wata the na opposition or na political party the political space kumembe ke kanje nyo kajafiro aning lanna balia membe da mountain aning horomantaya membe da mountain political party aning kumajaw fol National Human Rights Commission last year ye study ke on hate speech nimbanko kan ya itandi ko melka hate speech janjang bake banko kan political figures, political leaders 84% of hate speech membe nyimbanko kan political leaders akake membe noma second ila supporters 64% Yeah. So why then because in the political space abe kurandin abe jawarin baki. Si fatama so membije ani new kada fo membije ni political party ila rally follow ila kuma kan political nyatan ko le kanyo mebe ibe kuma kan fola nyoma ba fola nyoe vultures ba fola nyoe kerenka fo ba fola nyoe big stomach kono bay ba fola nyoe I mean nendir kumol ni jutuna ya kumol ni kuma sifa jama ka fo nyoma and mun dalila kan yeah because not a cartel be ni banko le kanu alfa ni banko la banko ta nyato ko banko dingole na banko dialla ya karafalma pour ka banko jiriwa o goto nyoto mondiro kuma nyanna o mankunje nyonendiro o mankunje kanyo kajafi ka jutu nyola o mankunje bari na politicians nyol yeleke tamaram bulot yaji sitani kumol ni wasifal itaka hoja so ni kwa wasa bake and then of course the election year kono Kuentel Mira back at Edward Francis Small Center. All right. So this year program launch ngafa election watch. Yeah, because sitting na Melkorosi na civil society amela gonda fa ngoko kumbole member ke bi kuti. Nkasire drone come right now ni ajibe na civil society buka mamanje election ku.
Yes.
But you know for October drone November ibaja civil society libamwe be election training la voter education la be tarin bankoka
muna kanyin sabu
all right yeah because na participation election to na dandi fonko to election day yeah so nda mira ko civil society load la aminda ko nga nasindile civil society load la tambita wala le and so ni election day kana isaje ko sita or sometimes ni registration kita do be sita ngo observe registration ning but then the election kana se campaign observe then election day counting la report di abanta yo den ngaji kiko wo nyanta tambila wala le follow election mu manke every 5 years election is every day ni me election faham yaji election day umu a very special day. But election day, from the day after election, everything influence for the next election day 5 years later. So the election day member December 5th, 2026. Kumembe Kerimbi, the last election for December 1st, 2021. They are going to influence election day on December 5th, 2026. So ni kumembe onyan delta sino la nganda bondi court as civil society. Political party be involved in yamming, citizens be involved in yamming, political civil society for nyanda involved na wanyane. Nyala molom ka the landscape ni ka jibe, ka cross. Mamma membe ke kanje, kumakan membe ke kanje, luar membe da kanje, for government lumber, for parliament, for local councils, political parties, because he'll make an electoral influence. Yeah, no ko be ko kaje ko membe be kekan I turn in sinola. Yeah, because eventually niaje election don't have election become win on election day. Election can win before election day because manyan melkaki. Yeah, and Gambia no enough experience to water. So the many election what will in the cow ku sifar cross. After many dajil na report all mina cow cool crossing member carrying bafala. But flanya moment also because bankudun symbol to yandi. Right now near the political party jibe everyone by sort of agenda focus coming Mejina Kela, Tanyin Kela and stuff like that. But then for the welcome memfo one of the bankola interested. And even before that, it can memfo because he offered it before last election. Ni don't be into power. For it a matter of memfo it a matter in one level. So they left the tala to the citizens, be resources meaning prungata to the citizens kafo ko men kumata puru teltu men kumata puru bankoto so that nila politician nata na ila political party nata is niya nyimfo ko be nyine kala ali nyininka alata nyininka la nyabi e be nyinkala nyaadi la but nima fo fanan ala fe bar nyim kudodu for example we don't have a constitution still now. Now, every of the political party call for the needle data in office, they will make sure we have a new constitution. But practically, need data into party, when will you give us a new constitution? In 1 month? In 6 months? In 1 year? All right? In 2 years, when? And how? So citizens need to coordinate practically. All right? Until now, in Banco, coming now from Yame, bring 1965, Tilimbalia, Nimbala Frim, Masakuna Katamo Nyale. Banco Naflu Kasara, Dukomen Yebrale Takela, Oniake Takela, Yama, Banco du Fuaria Sembo Water, opportunity million of Master. All right, Tinaro, Auditor General report Bondin, Casaro Menkana Banco Naflu. I'm a political party in Kai, I think I'm a court. Yes, Kajako Contiboro is strong. Loi made that Loi Jamal Bijay, either Loi Kutul Coming Anti-Corruption Commission Act, a member. Yes, the criminal offences at Kujabi Menjan Falina. But the Loi that are coming access to information commission, Masakunda Mandra Tamandika. A can request sent to public institution, it is only a tabula. So political party form more will yeninka. Neither see that as a political party, may anti-corruption commission. It may improve the yadi. Original general report on Milan of Bejuru Marinjan, it may make a court. Jana commission, all right, recommendation of Ketajele, TRRC, and inside could be Dulketa Jamabije Manke, and no cook and yadi. So Fonga attend the bank Kukumal in Yantamen Jibela. Bankola Julo. Banco do first government ceiling, debt ceiling. Lua ka je mano ko banko si julo tano, banko ka julo tano. But julo kana ta 5 futa nyim tembo. Na after do na na wala. But de la woti yang. So na banko la julo ben do fon kan korbotot. Sai no mbekra nyati.
Okay.
Yeah. So nyimu kul di mano gontel yep small center la to kurat la banko diun kan. Ko ni election like any election in New York, ila samalom, yaje, and katafo osamo. So a manke ni tanta ni asubini ni bena ken consent de, yaje. So al politician elementary favor ke kaliye, yaje. And manna coming, ba makwe kandade, atel le betel makwe ka. So ni atanam imandar kar sada, ali muta krap. Ali kesofo. Yeah, Ali keso kumofo. Otherwise, I mean, Alphabet, 61 years. I mean, another 61 years can I better thing?
Thank you so much, Mari. Thank you so much. Kamunta, itla waro felenti nyanda menka chalo bantala already. Ngata mo buja bakele. So mbiya bulala wale fe teta ye sarodi drong ini ye sarodi jamala. No braje ntobe continue but you can go ahead bawo bulo kamuta baba but despite your busy schedules yela time tale pour kanana nkani danko mo lambe templa bake wala be jela ese sarota idi banku dingon.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, coming now when I'm content like my bejang, program or akumata bake. Ninom sinoti malon ko government good governance maranya kendo masabat na nyim banko kan. So medwa running program na kanede. Aka kumaka mel fajang kumata bake and to the rest of the country can 61 years ikon kana wala soto. On Wednesday, I guess. All right, but the blessing na jibe na dokudula na sabatidula banko kono ko kata nyame for the sanjeta woro anin killing. Menda da feo soto ni alhalo nyanta tata wala kono. For be nyanta tarambe tembe to melon ko ani nyanta fatala. Because banko do fana mi ye for the last 61 years this year long Singapore. Yeah, the Anti-Corruption Commission, Transparency International Corruption Index. That is Singapore be position number 3. The cleanest 97 over 100. They'll be 37 over 100. and Singapore, the independence in August 1965.
Yeah.
So they'll be sanctioning. So I ni kumundeng mukun salet. But it will it will be first wall, del mallan del betad wall fan del the seventh wall tomorrow del na me yaji. So nyanda banko del mira na bat nsida jande nga Singapore dream for jande. Ha? Kabirin jawar wato mole Singapore dream for ya jamena nga Singapore dream for ani zan del bete.
Baro ka rural electrification.
Ha baro sa ko duba ko mole. So ndem mbe hajiri mbora ba ya ke Tokyo ti because ndem kamera Dubai na ndem yaji. So fonga singa mfanyininka you know fodi ndende tara nyin tembo do fo manata nyin tembo yaje nyin melbe karamuto ba kate mu political leader ja at the youth wing
and people are youth wing, yeah.
Director of what?
Political affairs.
This is a student wing.
Students wing, yeah.
No, students will see fanyininka you know the quality of facilities yeah the opportunities member na educational institutions from primary to tertiary. Is that something we deserve or we could have got more? And I believe we could have got more. Gambia for head number education, you know, civil, everything could have been more because the resources will Abidjan and I feel Bembulule. Yeah, we don't know in Sita Koteke as in Siwakacha, Bangora Naflo, or the Grand Bantaba organization, Ale Nati, the Minister of Finance. It's a poor country, which is not true. But in a single Lankanama, Gambela Naflo, Gambela Fa, Ajantamu Balu Nima, Balu Nyadi Regila, Gambenola.
Okay.
So,
thank you, sir.
But Ibe Sarala, can you just touch on the national dialogue? I think this is the third version they're talking about, that they will do the national dialogue. We've
yes, Nigeria position on it and to the State House. Yeah.
We've had a position paper, we've done one, we've done second.
Yeah.
I mean, somebody would ask, okay, what benefit has it yielded since the first edition, the second edition? We're about to do the third edition. How participatory it is. You know, how, I mean, it's a national dialogue, independent. And when you say national, every citizen should see themselves in it.
Okay.
You know, we saw your position paper on
and
that
and
as
maybe
well.
to announce, I hope that wouldn't be considered advertisement for you. But EF Small Center with other civil society, we are convening the People's Dialogue on Monday, the 16th at UTG Law Faculty.
Okay.
So we call all Gambians to come. We have serious conversation. This national dialogue they are running from State House, for us, is not appropriate. It's not suitable. It is just a political show. You see, we have to be serious about our country. You know, we have to be serious about our country. This national dialogue, you know, should be an integral part of the transitional justice. We would have established a body, given the history of this country, the injustice, the inequality, not to, you know, socio-culturally, not to mention the political, you know, I mean, injustice and so on, the economic injustice in this country. Now, go mandate Barola time or Jamena time, when since independence, exclusion, we still have 2025, 2026 places in this country without state presence, state services, electricity or water, yeah, and so on. So, you know, people are in homes, communities, you know, are suspecting each other and so many other things. And above all, the state, the conduct of our state is something Malonko 2016, and that system change. The coalition will promise we need system change, and that should have triggered the creation of a national dialogue commission. Then we are proposing the creation of a national dialogue commission as an independent body. Malonko, the whole country engaged, so that we talk about the Gambia we deserve, the Gambia we want. So that we can restructure our republic, you know, properly. Now, Nimo, AC State House, Alco National Dialogue, and invite who you want to invite, and choose the topics you want to choose, discuss the issues you want to discuss, and then you come up with recommendations, and you will not implement them. The next moment, you know, you go around the country again and call it, you know, national dialogue, on and on. It's waste of resources. Okay. And then as reasons, manyanya sonna ikambula kuto meron ko nafatala. Just because at the end of the day, it will be something the president and the government will tick. You know, you are very democratic. We even organize a national dialogue. No, it should not allowed to be used. This is our country. So until that is why EF Small Center has taken the leadership and the responsibility the position paper of a proposal how national dialogue should be conducted and sent to State House. Janjang to all stakeholders and citizens and the media. You understand? So it is out there. So government at the level, do we agree with Edward Francis Moore Center and also add our voice and improve their proposal, or are we satisfied with the way our country is?
All right, thank you so much.
But at the end of the day, they will not say Edward Francis Moore Center did not say this.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Walemu Honorable Madi Jobarteh ti atelemu Executive Director ti Edward Francis Small Center for Rights and Justice. Nyanto bundale mialonko ekalo purka nyanto kele banko kanjeng purka jafana kontiboro aike mansakunda membe siring and mansakunda do kulalu anin ku koton men yalonko ebe kekang banko kanjang ela bundabe lori wala alpha ba memu madeti mba tentula bake mba jail kabirana donc majang abulo de tabake bara katala wato sifa bela pour kaje ko ay nanang nim programme be continuer wala fe straight away nene ma gis nañ ne si weekend bi town hall meeting amna UMC in fact kiri Lord Mayor Tali Ahmed Bensouda wax na ne the pace the movement is going right now bala October it can be the biggest political party in the Gambia. La money kasarge action about this town hall meeting.
Well, thank you, Sidi. Linyu hare onga pul ci goxum saw. I was there. I'm trying to provoke you because today you are speaking Mandinka, that is way above my level. Director, like you've asked me something that I know, or something that I'm au fait, you know, or something that I can do, or something like that. Yeah, I mean, I was at a meeting, well attended. The fanfare, the atmosphere, the sentiment, it's welcome. And then again, it is out there, it's seen. You know, no pictures were hidden. It was not like you're choosing what to show and not what to show, right? Because it was live. And when everybody is live, you cannot control who shows what and shouldn't.
Do you have parties who shows what to show or what not to show?
Of course.
Who are those parties?
Here. God, dude. So,
who are those parties? Who are those parties?
What I was saying is,
okay.
Everything was shown, right? At the end of the day, it's not even about the fanfare. It was not even about the ambience or whatever. It was about engaging with the people. Because again, it's the people that organized it, that came and said, okay, we've gotten a whole lot of people affiliating with us, and we want to call up this meeting, and we would want, you understand, the people, everybody to come, you know, and that was done. So at the end of the day, jihad. And of course, I align with Lord Mayor's statement of by October, right? We will be, you know, the fastest growing party. And that is rightly so. Again, I reference you with a separate survey. Even though I see people or parties or groups, right, are questioning that 2%. But for man, I see it as a myopic-minded, and people are not open, level-headed. If you see something that just started, a business that starts 2 weeks into establishment, you're told that your growth level is 2%. Every business in the world will be trying to go and learn the strategy and the method of that business so that they can adopt it, because it is perfect, beyond perfect, for anything to be growing at a level of 2% within 2 weeks of inception. But then everybody, when you go to school, they say 2%. Of course, it's a fail level. They look at it in that way. It's misleading. So with that, we took the separate survey very serious. It's been analyzed, right? And set nenko, sefet nenko, saf nenko, racha nenko, pour whole. Understand nga lolu naka la xewé ak lan lañ mëna def pour maintain growth level bobu nono, lan lañ mëna def for make sure ne ñu develop lolu, because again now we are racing towards, it's not like you have 30 years for somebody else to say you should be here. It's here till December, right? And we're talking about by 6 months to elections, amna yu bari mënu lo ko def. So time is very, 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 very meager for us. And we understand that and we take it very, very serious. So, and this is the reason why you have such meetings being held. And simultaneously, you have other meetings that were being held, like house to have meetings that were being held while that was going on. You understand? So, because that was how comes with the fanfare and everything else. So, for us, I align with that because, again, the results and the way we are engaging, the sentiments, the feelings, the utterances will attest to that fact. Nobody can dispute that. So let any statistician come and give us that breakdown of, okay, 2 weeks from into existence, your growth level is 2%, right? Okay, in December, in October, where would we be? Now you put it side by side with any existing political party, and tell us their growth level as opposed to us, and tell us that we will not be the fastest growing political party currently existing.
Then they want mostly critics.
Again, that is not. Of course, just wahre. Dafa fekk lo xamne dañ ko tok set ko setat ko.
Okay.
Put ko at par with anything else that exists and everything else for us to establish this is the fact, and that's why it was uttered.
ñu bari dañ def faral di wax ne these new movements wala new political parties ñoo ñew bala election dañ dey active trop ci politics. And after bala presidential election, then they active top. After presidential election, do they dig that guy? Are we going to see UMC consistently continuing their way of politics that they are doing?
Okay, so ñu wax lolu legitimately am nañ a legit argument or concern pour wax ko. You understand? Because so gisee lo xamne lo xew rek trend bi non la dé démé. So leneen xewate, you are right to pour xalaat or am feeling bi ne it's one of them. It's not only movements, a political parties. Not press statement, not meeting, not anything. They are so non-existent until election di ñëw jot si. Then nga dégg ne si nga soog a fàtte, oh, how about this particular person? Sometimes you don't even remember the party name. You remember the individual that is behind that party. You start asking, money. Adama, do ko dey gis de naka la political party bi tuddaat sax, and somebody will tell you, oh, FFF. You understand? That's the political party of Adama. You know what I mean? That tells you the lack of engagement, involvement, more de tax ben nit ñi dañ dem be faté len. So rightly so, I mean a genuine concern for people to say that. But then, man, I can authoritatively tell you, this is a different one. Simply because we are born out of necessity. The need for Gambians that say, you know what, we want something new. Because what has been does not serve, it's not serving any purpose. It's not benefiting the ordinary Gambian. So we want something that we can affiliate, we can align. Lo xamne niñ ci gis suñ boppa, lolu motax ñun ñu sos. And motaxit ñëwuñ rek ne okay dañoo register a political party, right? We came up with a movement, right, to see people's feeling, and if people are going to take a sense of ownership, and see themselves in it, and lolo mo xew before ñu wax okay, then now it's a time ne gis nañ this overwhelming need and request and support. Now we will transform it into a political party so that we can contest equally. Not to say and a movement cannot contest an election or whatever, because independence, you can have an independent candidate. But to take it further, right, to make it bigger and better than anything that is, that's why you say, okay, we'll come and form a political party. Okay. That is still in the office. It's still not officially registered. Okay. But so set law, ni ñoo demee, loolu rek war naa wone ne ñi kafuñ, ñi foyuñ, ñi caaxaanuñ. ñii dañ mean business. Te li ñoo def xam nañ ko. Parce que mboolem li ñoo def ñu ngi koo tàcc ci yoon te moo taxit people are attracted, people are coming like no other business.
Thank you so much. Mr. Madi.
Oh, you know we are about to have a congress? Singa xamene dañoo am congress. Setul ko fu noonu déet.
Nala ye UMC jele. Yela town hall mission kele weekend mol fintita jele. Mune mura reaction about that.
UMC ba katakani opposition party le meeting dol fanan be opposition ne kon. Bietula mamam pro kaje komi kamil bondi wala mo the ruling party the NPP. Woto ni be katola ndol foka fe ifane la katola fa ndol fananga na katola fa because wala mo opposition ol nyentele wala nyentekele na dia mo design tending. Indamanta tile ka fo komi UMC ibe manya minna ani silo tatale woto ani silo manta woto ila mol mil findita ke critical or not ndol opposition bench ole kan and UMC fana opposition bench ole kan politiko miya lonko mbetu bi wala kono bi wala mukamansa kunna falindiroke niya kumandiroke mol ye dankuma it's fine because ndol fana ninga kumandiroke mol le ke dankuma annun tol ngalo nen mol mil ke dankuma ila sianin ko do be nyami so ni UMC fana tata fa je mol ke dankuma andu UMC mun tollella fenkol tinga wajuma alla ka fo comme mamaringol lam amara swandila Mustafa ako UMC nyulle mun dingolti NPP UDP dingol lem wati UMC mo mamaringol leti you know so what bari kuma kilim bi mamra fongo mo kulem iko di meyo ko nyadi
ako the pace the movement is going right na jadi bafala October 2026 they will be the biggest political party
ala ko history kono ba
the fastest growing
in the history for
better moment
because now in the history I'll be very comparative but now ko kono be ni samo min kono kay well my opinion is that every leader will want to think like that because it's an investment political party ka samba manke do ku hand so wala mala idea ti andala miro multi moving into the election kaje ko minabitala ani sembo bulano and like I've said you know in the opposition bench intolman tasila pour kanyo saba ni wala mi tolle miro dan wala mi la idea ti pour ka achieve well should be it but I think tol fanang we are fine but kuma mo UMC la foka I think that's fine.
In fact, Talib ko ako UDP members will be many along ko privately kulogo no ibe movement of support kane bari mantra hanyirin ka for banki okon.
Well, nin Talib yo for uto osake kuma kanti mi along ko kaje kuma kangole modi. Because nin Talib tata for ate for molbala cool question kane fa bota UDP fa mambo UDP. Natina reke moti ming sa enka foko teke dolbe UDP le silo kamale man fintino ke fongol fo wota akamunta woto woya tela party fongo characterize le in general because ndema mirate fo nyanda sonna o mola kole fo trouble kam for double agent komi mo mi alon ka be tarla jang annus anita fana mo who knows for fongo samani do fananta tarla ndenga mera he should be very blunt and clear in his leadership kaje ko min ni momo yo UMC support and jikira ko min tele nyatun ko timbe talla min nom ibe ko tibe patio patito bonanje na dal na patika bari pour ko kon don as a leader that mo be talla pati dol tole bari ni te fanembe do ko la any leader mi o kila siroti it you have already failed before moving we call it for dead on arrival and I am not sure UMC is ready for that so UMC should be cleared kaje ko min ni mo be UDP mi alon ko biaka UMC le support then I line of draw because I'm a sense make do finance have no mobile UMC le mi alon ko abe UDP support kan do finance so for no party do finance so for no
it's gone beyond just saying it it's a matter of reality. What will you say to somebody who's supporting a political party political supporter
one among them
hold on
but Kali himself is still UDP
hold on somebody is a staunch supporter of a political party but you come to election the person does not cast their vote for the party that they affiliating and supporting, but they cast for another candidate. Will you tell that party, will you tell that person that, okay, you know what, since you did not cast your vote for our candidate, you need to go, you don't have to be with us, go and support that candidate or whatever. People come out and say it, some people don't say it, but we know people will tell you that.
But I think that is the highest as far as privacy is concerned. Voting is the highest standard.
No, but
so I don't know
come out and say
why Nene would say more bedi support lenita carry for le taya finding and considering that as a fact. I mean Nene manka I see la staff.
A perfect example, 2021 election. If anybody had told you with the crowds that had come out, you know, wearing the yellow t-shirt in your nomination, in your rallies, in your campaign, the number that was out supporting you, if anybody had told you that those people, you will come out with the results that you came out with in the 2021 election, you will say no. But then now I asked you, where are all those people?
But I think I don't even want to come at UMC. But then I'm
not coming at you. We are trying to
because this same leadership becoming the thing. Media UMC form B. These are the same leadership. Mean the crowd moving from one particular region to the other with the same crowd. Kabiri be UDP con. Ni bita kam Banjul. They bring people from URR to Banjul. So that same crowd ni ngaje jang ile nyim tenko ni iko yemine fonke town hall ni to minke. I know is that same strategy that they are using, but I don't want to talk about it.
Assuming it's the same strategy,
because fact have established that
assuming it's the same strategy.
Travel crowd crowd ka travel. Yes, thank you. Mobile crowd so ebole ke can the same thing. I cannot, I assume fanang komi ibe more bonlen as far as you are pour kanela in town hall meeting dama.
Okay, let's
but beyond that, this is why I nene kabra ofo. Ntengo ko katalem pareda. Alumi same leader soldier ibe fakan komi me town hall na dulale fanani. Ntele mirror ronte kuno. Ngajele komi the same strategy be me use kan UDP kan mobile from one particular region to the other.
You're blaming your failures to that.
We have assessment failures so our failures have left us and now our failures could be a failure institute me alone we have seen the same trend but say so we have done assessment so leadership position we are running the election so not a failure for what for no. It a failure for the man you more for.
But I find that to be dishonest because you never question that until those people are not with you. That is, it's now that we are hearing those narrations that those were the reasons responsible for the failure. But when they were there, nobody ever questioned it. What happened? Now I'm being vindicated that it is a group of people that will never question the status quo. Things that don't serve you, things that don't work, things that don't give you honor. But once you are not with them, now you turn out to be the worst. Come on, fix that. Fix that.
Many should know one
thing. Fix that.
Institutional problem on them. And near appraisal on the problem or identify. They still have problems here. But you do not have to put your problems to the public because of itela do kon ko scrutinize ya long wala nan ko until we have done an appraisal ngalo munem na problem. So I'm fat laflan after that performance evaluation oni ngana ngochi ka ngadi kerfatula o ngadi nenel o ngafa this is the report.
But Lamin,
no political party, no institution does that around the world.
Since after the 2021 election,
if you register a failure,
there has not been a post-mortem of the 2021 election until now.
Of course, and it started with rejecting the results. It started with rejecting the results. Electoral results that it fraudulent. Data code yen film ko nyin throughout. So nene kan yimi for nene should know institutional kabori nyaming. Institutional ta performance evaluation ni film be to kill. And you outside you don't even care, you don't even mind to be part of that institution. But you want to know what is happening in that institution.
Darling,
so what we are saying is that this crowd moving from one place to one region to the other, this leadership, same leadership
for people,
for
people to set up
saying that Kemi was and many others. Mini along ko ka Gambian political cross ya along ko these people are moving mobile crowd ko take but beyond that nene ta follow nene is not working at IEC
until the time
it's not working at IEC and nene to prove la no coming to be lamin money I would support UDP and tomorrow I go and vote in order.
But I give you a perfect example of your nomination and your campaign and the results that you
how many votes do we have?
The results that
how many votes do we have?
238,000
votes. Yes. Have you seen a particular rally where over 238,000 people were present? It hasn't happened.
No.
So that means use as a conclusion that
but that was the same crowd that has the same crowd that made you beat your chest that
if you are talking about
you win the election and you expect that you will win and the disappointment, that's why after the election you had to challenge it because you were so disappointed.
We have done a performance evaluation of ourselves. Then we know our problem first is electoral fraud. We challenge that. But we also know that at executive level, at party level, there are problems that we need to sort out. And I can more mean for anything. A problem will be all that if the more crowd move from one particular region to the other.
Okay, the problems that
so more coming about that number.
Let's see what happens.
I think Talib and the call should be blamed. Blamed for that failure. Because say tole molne yaron chidi mbe kuma kile senel da nyomaja ita molne ne na lokula because Talib Akanu for them that was under his leadership as the national organizing secretary. So where is that crowd? I think he should be the one to answer that question.
The crowd you can move mintani whatever UDP norm, and what is manifested at electoral poll should be the sole responsibility of the Talib to explain and the team. So if he is unable to explain that,
no, Talib cannot force people to do what they don't want.
No, but if Talib was able to pull the number that he has said,
it's a contradiction
himself now.
It's a contradiction from the people. But I am telling you that people can follow, because we're trying to build a foundation here.
Yes.
You are trying to say, when Talib says that, understand, there are people who will be in one party, but their heart is somewhere else, or they're supporting somewhere else, or they're quiet, not saying anything else, but then what they know because they're supporting something. That's where the question started, right?
And
you were rejecting that, and I tell you, an example is people can be behind you. They wear the T-shirt, they come to your rallies, you have a big crowd, and thinking, oh, all of these things are with me. But how can you guarantee they are with you? And I give an example of your 2021 election, because all of you were shocked that those people were not with you because you had thought that they were with you. But election day, they all voted for Barrow.
You see, that's a confirmation of Talib's leadership. That I have proven even for UDP. No,
you can come in.
Blindfold all of you and control and do whatever he wants. And then none of you mentioned it until Talib left the UDP. That's the time we are all hearing about Talib's ill-wills and Talib's mistakes and Talib's work.
Nene will only know what happens in UDP when she is in UDP.
Come on now.
Yeah, family. You cannot be outside UDP. You want to know
UDP same problem.
what is happening in UDP.
That is your problem. And that's why we all know what is happening.
You see, Nene ka Talib la failure le confirm mo betu nyalaja.
I'm the architect.
Kabirin Talib be parti kono. Kaje komi to promote double agents. Wala mal do ko ni nene ka fu komi scientist ngam kuma ko mi.
Jumale be double agent promote la.
Because
can you clarify this? Who's the promoter?
Double agents mean that you have one particular person in that other side of the organization is still working with this part of the organization. It's double agent. That individual is considered a double agent. So Talib Tamosotlano in the UDP, and you still have that person in UMC, you stand before it left all a rally to. Cases o konko wala. But Kabila can you
don't shift the goalpost.
No, that is not twisting. That is confirming, putting to you.
Is it not alarming that you have a party? People who are still supporting the party and selling your agenda, they all muted right now. They have no interest in what is going on. Is it not concerning to you? Is it not concerning to you?
You can come in. Let her continue.
So yeah, family. Nico, the National Organizing Secretary, is one of the top 5 UDP constitution. One of the top 5 most important in the constitutional ranking. Yeah, family.
Keep crying about
that. Family. So signing Talib organizing na election on na strategy it will like a discourse. Bi niya tara Talib wo mo miya lonko nene kamin fotenting na ro mo kamin findin wala nyanta ka election winning tole bari man na win anun Talib le bo ko nyaton ka yandika uta akamunta ate Talib kilingol aka mol sot le min ya lonka aka ntol min ya lonko ba UDP ani mol min ka UDP support aka nyamura mol la min ya lonko sulu saji mallam UDP kon mol la min ya lonko mantra UDP support ita karre file andi be karre file do ay wolong bara aka na fulo dundi pour kaje ko min transport from one particular region to the other.
Thank you.
Yafa no man
all right.
So saying ni mol ma tele jikoti fonto nyata na failure soto wo kon no mo sifa kilimo jatata ya fonsum parti lo astata o manya fanen na kotek kam mol mini alonko ibe parti dolto e katarate fanen na parti to double agent. I mean encourage UDP mol ka finti kafo UDP ke domoren UDP ke la traveling in everything accommodation day to job, and he knows those people are not going to vote for UDP. Yeah, family.
I sit here that voting is a private.
No. Because
Talib know that will not vote for UDP.
Because Talib said that he knows people that are in UDP, but ila intention be kakarefa UMC.
No, but we are talking about I am putting not voting for UDP. But how Talib know that those people will not vote for UDP?
This is why I said what crowd you can bet to full nene that crowd alone should win UDP election. Talib was the National Organizing Secretary. Dealing with that crowd. If that crowd is unable to win us election, he should be solely responsible for that. And he should explain something about that. If we see the same trend,
Have you guys asked him to explain?
why would we even ask him to explain?
But you just say he needs to explain.
Why would we even ask him to explain?
Did you just say he needs to
No,
explain?
even if he is to explain, it is not for him to come to the public and explain.
But that's what I said. But you guys need that
But
explanation.
you say you, outside UDP, you are particular with that explanation. Why?
No, I'm not particular. I already know. I'm telling you, I'm not asking for explanation.
You should already know.
It's the UDP who's asking for explanations, man. I'm not asking explanation.
No, we don't ask for explanation. We have done our performance
But you said
already.
he needs to explain.
This is why I said we have done that already, Nene. If you want to know, you have to be with us to know.
I'm not interested.
So if you are not interested, you cannot know. So even with this number, let me give you a reality of these numbers. It can be important thing. Affinity number. It's a mobile crowd. You know more let mini along all mila do code. Kabo talibla, kana karfara, kana lopila. Every order.
Be in your
quality.
Be in your family and fix it.
GDC. What is the name for? Kande. Election year. Kande bought a president. Kande scored over 86,000 plus votes. Yeah, family. And when Kandela noise was not like this. Aka UDP mean for we were formed in election year 96. We scored over 200,000 votes plus. We don't make noise. So you need being traveling. They come from one particular region to the other. It will be ruled formally that before October will be the bigger. People have that on paper. Wala nanko was she or he talking about, because ningo shimba about he Talib. Were they talking about in the history, or because of this particular year they focused the world? Political party they formed at the same year, they scored over 200,000. Don't form that they scored nearly 100,000. Let them stop talking and start making something important on the ground.
Thank you.
And it starts with their registration. Let them go and register. At least for God's sake, go and register. Because they can do better than this.
What kind of question is that go and register?
Go and register. If a party that is unable to register and by procedures of the IEC, how can we give?
So now, am I asking? Are you working for the IEC? Because you asked me that question. How do I know that people don't vote for other parties? Are you working for the IEC to know and sit here and authoritatively say that we are unable to register according to the procedures of the IEC?
Because IEC, it doesn't take you 2 months before you get your certificate of registration.
False. People have submitted the registration 7 months. 7 months. They have not registered.
Even your party leader said IEC have reached out them. Even your party leader said that.
Well, you know what? Find yourself in a party. Find yourself in a party. If you're part of forming a party and knowing what it takes to form a party, you will not be speaking like that.
Either horizontal or vertical. I cannot even.
But see, do you know the process for me? Because when you submit, and IEC is now analyzing your application, they do bilaterals. If they have observations, clarifications, they will engage you.
So this is why
you don't need to until they are satisfied with everything and feel that you have met the requirement. Now they will do their internal final thing and officially write to you. I was part of a party from scratch who was part and parcel of everything that engagement with IEC. So I'm very au fait with how that works.
Yes.
So that's why I am.
So that's horizontal and vertical.
Remember, there were about 5 or 6 parties that have, supposed to be parties that have submitted before us. So by right, they cannot just jump, because you know what, everybody is concerned about UDP's registration. They're not talking about other people that have submitted before UDP. Before UMC. They're not talking about it. They're only talking about UMC. For us, we're not bothered, because whatever we are supposed to do, we have done it. IEC has a right. When you submit your logo, IEC will scrutinize this to ensure that it's not how do they, the lack of a better word, with a Benin party, exact similarities in terms of the shape, in terms of the color, in terms of the symbols. You understand? They do that a lot. So they will make sure that you're not using somebody else's symbol. Even if you're using it, in what format, in what shape, they scrutinize all that. And let me tell you something. IEC, when it comes to right now going forward, they are more strict when it comes to scrutinizing the process of political parties.
Okay.
They are doing that. So people need to understand that I'm not running this narrative.
Okay, go ahead.
Go and register. Go and register. Go
ahead.
No, it's very important.
You know what? Concentrate on your registration. Not go and register.
I just want to make an analogy. I know it's not going to be very, very, very well seated, because ya fahamle. Muda anti-corruption ne fenke kanya. Requirement o lebiji pour yani be kele commissioner ti nyanta requirement on ni no requirement on meet den pour ite ke o commissioner ti ngajelo ko mi imanya na tarla wodula
very right
ya fam okay ni ñul mol min ya lon ko bibe la fri man sayal ay si la requirement mu banko la constitution o la requirement o lete aning ay si la actual banko mol le sontal wala tin banko ka tamani wol ya fam so say ni ñul mo wo fon fulfill follow e mo wo requirement o fon fulfill follow
but where does he base that he might fulfill no?
No, the base is that they will reach out to you to make on certain.
But it's a normal thing.
So it's a normal
thing in the process that when you submit, then you have to have consultation.
Thank you.
You can come in.
It's not a failure.
That is something that I will not agree on. Come on now.
It is not.
Moi bakane la performance moi ni findira asiatale mo reaction ni pana despite being a new movement.
We don't control. It's the IEC that control. So why are we even worried about that? Let's allow the IEC to come.
We saw that was a good performance from the images we saw. Now I'm not sure whether it's mobile card or non-mobile card. I'm not sure, but the image we saw, the footage, that was a good performance for a party of that age. That we cannot deny them that. Okay, and generally, the opposition, especially UMC and then UDP, you people should get together.
I was we were doing together. Mental damage.
But you guys that tells you that you haven't moved on. Move on.
For me, I'm just watching, listening to what they are talking
From the footage, good gathering, it was a good meeting, and yes, by all standards, we have to commend them. Now, if there is moving crowd and so on, as analyzed here, then that is a whole new thing that they should work on. If that is what they have been doing, I'm not sure. But what we saw, it was good, it was impressive. They actually have done good job. And is it the Nema that you are talking about? Nema Kungu?
Yeah.
That was good job. The images were good, right? That yes, people turn up and so on. So I think the opposition stop fighting.
These ones are if you say oppositions,
Okay, so
categorize it.
How do I get it?
It really doesn't matter. As far as whether I'm a grandchildren, I'm a baby, I'm a newborn, we are competing at the same pedestal, the same level. So that categorization really, it really doesn't bother me.
Yeah, all positions.
All right. Mr. Jai, you can come in. You have seen the
Director
EMC
of Political Affairs will help us categorize.
You have town hall meeting, and then in fact, Talib said the pace right now, the movement is going, and by October it can be the biggest
opposition.
This is a warning.
The biggest one?
The biggest party. This is a warning to NPP.
Okay, let's look at it this way. Where is the root of UMC? Or where can we trace the root of UMC? I think it's UDP, right? That is where we should begin first.
Can you trace NPP first? Then you come, because Lunik Amna Foundation.
NPP.
Where is the root of NPP?
No, let me just help you here. I want to,
I'm asking
this issue here.
Innocently.
Talib and then UMC, we can say their root is UDP. If in one of the statement that Talib said, there are some people who are supporting UDP, but they are underground, and UMC members. I think that statement should have not come from him. Yeah. So just let it there.
You have not answered my question then.
No, let me just come.
No, but before you get there, tell us the root. You start from the root.
More
Adama.
to bring those people forward.
Adama, you start from the root before you go to the tree to the leaves. You talk about the root of UMC. So where is the root of NPP?
Let me help you.
Where is the root of
I just want to help you here. UMC, that's 2%.
So you refuse to say that?
2%.
You refuse to say that?
For them to double it, as he said, they want to double it. Doubling it is 4. And 4% will take you anywhere. Now again 6.
It's a growth percentage. Growth, to double the growth percentage.
Yes, I'm helping you there. Nene, just listen to me.
No, you get it right. When you want me to listen, you have to get it right.
That 2% cannot take UMC anywhere.
Okay.
Even the fourth among the top 4, they will not be. And I'm on record. If the election is announced tomorrow, UMC will not be among the top 3. Yes, take it from me. And then play this video again on your website. And because UMC is like a fraction from UDP. And what you need to understand, UDP, they have loyal members. You have to acknowledge it. The real members of UDP are since 1996. To date, they are UDP.
You need Gayo.
Let's accept it.
Are you hearing yourself?
Those that have defected, they have a long-term agenda. That one day I want to go and lead
Adam,
my own
are you
faction.
a new person in NPP?
And
Do you know that founding members of UDP are now in NPP?
Yes, I am coming.
Do you know that founding members?
But now my intention is to challenge the leadership of UDP.
They are founding members of UDP who are now in NPP. Do you know that?
Are you getting me this? So that is what I'm talking about here. Talib had this agenda before the issue of leadership came into existence. Go to his second term in the mayoral election.
You're a rookie in politics.
That shows you that yes, he has an agenda that I'm going to succeed Dabo. Now, when that agenda, let me say, crippled, he said, in fact, up to today he did not resign. I haven't seen his resignation letter. Maybe that statement he made that there are other members of UDP who are still guilty. Maybe he's one of those people.
Double agent.
That he's one of those people. I think UDP is also wasting time for leaving him there still now. They should have just sack him and move on. So UMC, I think they need to reconcile with UDP. I think to be part of the seconds. Yes, that one the UDP can take that second position that they have been taking.
To be part of the what? How can we reconcile and you're still saying that to be part of the second?
For you,
reconcile UMC at UDP. They were talk, they worked and they reconcile.
Okay.
Wow. Bahana siyen as opposition.
Bahana sinyun o bahana sinyun?
Siyen.
Bahana siyen o bahana siyen?
It's good for you people.
Okay, thank you.
It's good for you people you reconcile. Because for us, our focus is on 2026. And now we have started. And the trend is going. Look at the inauguration of the rural electrification project. The president is on it. You have the massive, the crowd that is celebrating this. Something that we have been, yearning for since independence to date. These communities have never experienced electricity. Those of us who have, attended their schooling there, we understand the pain we went through. To have time to sit under a light. We use candle and kerosene those days. But today our brothers and sisters there, will enjoy the electricity. Bro. And this is we are going to gather him neutral, as the word will say. What is it? And if election is tomorrow,
I commented on that. What about the corruption and others? Would you also comment?
What is it?
But even before corruption, we are talking about electricity. Do you know that if you buy $500 is electricity, do you know how much is taken away?
Taken away for what?
Taken away from the 500 that you've spent
For
from
what?
your own pocket.
Yes.
When you buy it from Nawek, and you enter it, do you know you do not have automatic $500 that you bought from Nawek?
No.
Why?
36%
Why? No, because you are the one talking glorifying electricity here.
Of course.
Is that not
electricity is a necessity.
Bro, now what I'm saying,
we need this.
Let me learn. Is that not cheating? Because
this is what you have to understand that. Communities that have never been opportune to get electricity, today they are getting it. And I'm seeing the opposition is using it like they're saying it should not be, electricity is nothing.
Nobody says electricity is nothing.
Something.
But I'm even
Doctor, I'm not acknowledging this.
We all acknowledge that electricity is
nobody eats electricity. They say nobody eats electricity. That's what they are saying. Because sometimes it baffles me.
All right.
When they say nobody eats electricity, like Mane was saying here, they've increased the tariff of electricity 36%, right? Or thereabout. If you buy $500, you're not getting $500 worth of electricity. You're getting 200 and
how much did the person subsidize? How much did the government subsidize electricity?
Subsidize?
Yes.
Electricity.
Electricity. No. Doctor, we have to understand that
a little bit.
when knowledge intend to increase the electricity.
All right, they are signaling me the time is up. They are signaling me the time is up.
No. Subsidy on electricity.
Okay.
I have to acknowledge that. I'm crying for it.
But Adama, you who is saying the government subsidized, you're not even able to tell me how much government subsidized. No, you didn't say it. You only say it's subsidized. How much did government subsidize?
How much you ask me that? You don't look at the data? In fact, it was populate.
But I'm telling you, when you buy the electricity,
when they intend to increase the tariff,
All right. Thank you.
And I don't wonder.
Thank you.
I'm sure they got to hey, look, in the
All right, thank you.
You're making the cash forward. I buy 500. I have 240. Understand? Now, so in that poor village you're talking about that you did not have electricity. You were under the dark. Now you have the electricity.
Yes.
You can read in the electricity or whatever. Imagine your resources are very, very meager, right? They did not $500. More last $500, most of $240 thereabout. Time in ko enjoy loko. So neko ne yang don't use hey na let's deglu.
No.
Dama analyze. So don't come to waji te so te am lu bari.
No. We have to justify things.
Lang nga justify. Dega mbolo man lang nga justify.
Because you just started that we are not enjoying it.
Rule. You okay, all right.
Time is up. The time is up. Apply 1 minute. The time is already up. 1 minute.
The director of
Political affairs.
for student union.
Yes, student wing.
Senegal, their students are they getting stipend?
Senegal. Of recent, I saw it. They were having it, but at one time.
No, it delayed and they were protesting to get it.
Are you getting stipend?
No.
Never.
Do you think you should begin to worry about that?
Just wait.
Never.
Let's discuss
In
this.
Jawarata, we were having food in school. Milk and biscuit and malo. Thank you, Mungo.
I can tell you about Gambia College.
So you can't say more than the people who have been there before.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I can tell you, I'm one of the beneficiaries of that.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you.
Don't rush it. Wait, let's finish this.
Time is up, Nene. Time is up. We have to go now. Time is up. Ala baraka baba ke watu bantale fereng. Program dia mbake la watu bantale fereng. La tenki de la de ke jela. Mumurun dialon ko yela watu ta dronka di grand Bantaba program mo jube yen temmena mbake ala baraka baba ke be alpha be tentula Gambia fo Gambia e bantala kalkalam nandi ko bunda fulo mi alon ko wolle bulodu nyim program ko ka sembento yani ka fasa wala mo EPS anin care findati EPS kodi kiyo anin ka kodo ta e kamama wala fanala nanata kodi kiyo la nyontangol le muti care finder korda lo anin korda wafo e kamama wala fanala be tentula bake be jala menu be style ki mba fole ya barka baba bake katina na doko ka sone ya bulu nim frada jan drong mbe dan janne na technician wal Charles and the crew mba fole ya barka bake alma suto to diala wassalam.
Welcome to Care Madam Sanya, Bottom Sweden. This is another Kid Finder masterpiece. Let me take you through it. The first thing that really blew my mind about this house is the crafted seating area just around the car garage. Amazing. And the door is soundproof and transparent. Man, I can't wait to see the rest of it. And now we inside. Look at the living room and how spacious it is. Kid Finder, y'all always outdoing yourself. And we now at the kitchen area, and you can see me doing my flexibilities. And the drawers are so spacious. And then they have a gas cooker. What else to see? Let's go. Now we in the guest room. Look at how big this guest room is. Super big and nicely decorated. And they have a guest bathroom as well. Man, I can't wait to see the master bedroom. Okay, here we go. We in the master bedroom. Look at how big and spacious this is. And look at how big and spacious the master bathroom is as well. Kid Finder, man, you guys are always doing it right. And now let me take you outside a little bit. Let me check my swagger up in this. You can tell I'm killing it on the runway. So now let me take you at the back. They have a swimming pool. My God, look at how spacious this swimming pool is. I can't wait to really jump inside, to be honest. And they have a Bantaba sitting area as well, so you can just chill and have a good time with family and friends. And then they have swings for children or couples. This is the right spot, trust me. And this house is just next to Kir Madam Seka. Up your sleeves for our next gated community. What is this gated community gonna look like? Because Kid Finder, they always coming up with this special, amazing stuff that we don't even think about. So I really cannot wait for it. So in case you're interested, you can just call 4172215 for more information. And disclaimer, this property is not for sale, has an owner and not open for viewing. Kid Finder is here for you.
Nyatimbo ntemu EPS leti. Ndemu EPS leti. EPS Gambia lemu EPS ti. Katun EPS is 100% Gambian.
Bari nyatimbo ete kufuri mbala kentala di. Ke nyatimbo ntari taba futu wola. At least it ya fonte ko EPS min kullo balbiji. Imo fon fonya fon ka fonyo ko ibina do ibodo ko EPS jam fane mo fana fonya nyatimbo. Yo min fo enda sija. Ndanga moyro ko EPS wallet isa ko do kinu min tata fa wuli muan ime charge fenna wala nta sindi jang
ako nyatimbo nkoy ko kabo transito kata wala fa wuli muan ite fenne dola womu zero file bitun kabo wo 20,000 la ka sele sal eke tam eke charge min fa abuka fensi 1% dal malam wati
wota yara gamen no be nyanta wala kana EPS wala tele mobile ko ko do ki ibadi ngol
yajale ni EPS kabrin nan credit ko to bari min kum mayata be wala fa mo kas pawat ni suto be during suto be dibining abe tema biti kol sonda ila EPS mobile lo sika ni asika to ya safe da men ko fen ko atondi nawek ha ni oto je nyamen do tachi ama ni ama do abanta ila kas pawa isa hawasima ajibe free joriti je
otambade ngameno albesito ulle fisiata alna leta EPS wallet yela la mobile ko EPS wallet nyaata doro bari ko do nim fata do suko kon to
ni be fo no le mol nyaala jam nim fata do suko kon ba fo le
basiti jembita ndo register jede kadu sa EPS 100% namundi
EPS 100%
EPS
Gambia 100%.
Looking for the perfect home away from home in the Gambia? Welcome to BC's Residence, your ideal short-stay apartment in the heart of Bundung. Whether you're visiting for business, pleasure, or an extended stay, BC's Residence offers you the comfort, convenience, and privacy you deserve. Enjoy spacious, well-appointed accommodations in a peaceful neighborhood just behind Nusrat High School. Our residence combines modern amenities with authentic Gambian hospitality, ensuring your stay is both comfortable and memorable. At BC's Residence, you are not just booking a room, you're finding your perfect base to explore, all that the Gambia has to offer. Ready to book your stay? Contact us today. +220-941414 bcsresidence@gmail.com. BC's Residence, Bundum, behind Nusrat High School. Your comfort is our priority.